but I'm able to connect. Alright, cool. Sorry, one of our things is gone, but I got the backup.
One of our things?
Yeah, I know that's super excellent. The Facebook gaming is just giving me an unable to connect queue, as opposed to connecting and playing. Also, we don't have music going. Make sure audio is working. Everything tried to reset on me. We have audio. As opposed to. Alright. So we have audio there. Let's get some background going because I'm all with this and not getting this going. We are in town. Connect to that. We apologize. We're getting a late start. Few people aren't going to. Well, so DM will be here, but DM will be a little bit late. So we'll have him here hopefully within the next 15 to 20. Ashley is rushing to get here, so we'll have Xylia soon. And unfortunately, it looks like for now, low pal and high pal are probably going to be sitting out. Just scheduling conflicts and such. I get it, it's hard to commit to 2 4-hour games a week. Especially a lot of people, they get 2 nights a week off. And that means that all they do is this and work. So I get it entirely. There's times where I'm like, man, all I do is play games and work. But I love playing games, so I don't really mind myself. But we thank you for joining us as we start in on. Is this not playing? That's why it's not playing. I'm like looking here. I'm like, why am I not seeing anything? Is it the stream froze? No, we're just not showing there. Okay, now it's actually live streaming. Cool. We do have, I do have a live Rumble chat up, so I will interact with you on that if anybody's interested. That is always the best place to follow us. Go to rumble.com/D&D on a whim, and you will find us there. Follow all the link trees. There's links in the comments. No, they're not, because the links are in the pre-set up Facebook gaming page, which doesn't want to stream today. I'm not sure why. Everything was set up the same way that we set it up for the past, I've had set up for almost the past month and a half now, and it just stopped working. So anyways, oh, we got Ashley messaging us. Yep, Ashley's on her way. Okay, awesome. Make sure she knows. I saw that. But so Rumble's going to be the best place that you can find us. It will be available in all of our link trees. If you go to Rumble, that's where all the core sourcing for our videos is coming from. So go follow us on Rumble. That's where we interact with live chat. That's where the main stuff's going to go. So just be sure to watch us there. Our GM is rushing to get out of work, so we'll have him shortly. Of course, we are right on the turning the tide right there, so we will get set to that. But I was thinking we could just rewind just a little bit. We've got rain, mist, and rig gathering up. We just finished. Sorry, we just finished going through the city of Crossroads as it's burning down and struggling, and pulling corpses and saving people and doing what we can. And we are making our way to the sanitarium. As we gathered up, I would look to the two of you. First, Rig, let's say. So, looking through the shops and trying to find anybody who, first to Rain, anybody who was survivors. I couldn't help but find this, and I'll pull out of the bag of holding longsword. I'll hand it to you. This blade is magically enchanted. Will strike more true than a normal blade would.
I can use all the help I can get.
So I will give you a +1 longsword.
Nice.
And then I will look to you, Rig, and I'll say, I also found this, which I think could be of use to you, potentially. I don't know if you would use it or not, but, and then he'll pull out adamantine splint metal, which I know you don't want at all, but I don't know that you don't want it at all. This is magically enchanted. It is adamantine, so it is one of the hardest substances at all, and it makes sure that your body is extra protected against strikes that would try to be more devastating to you.
I appreciate the gesture, but A, I think this is a little big for me, and two, I don't really wear armor.
Okay.
But I do appreciate the gesture.
Do you wish to wear heavier armor? I don't know.
Not really wild about heavier armor, but I don't know, is it?
You already, you have +1 set of leather. So, this, I don't know if this would
I think it does this
do anything.
stop crits.
It stops crits,
Oh.
but it is an armor class 17. So,
Yeah.
I think that you're probably
think
better
I'm-
off. Because I think this is, Splint is going to be, it's going to restrict your ability to be as mobile. This armor is more of a deflection rather than you tend to try to not be where the attack is coming. So I can understand that. Let's just look. Yeah. The Splint is just the AC 17, requires strength 15, and you can wear it. So you can't even wear it. So, yeah. Very heavy, difficult to. Okay. I know it's not something I would be able to wear necessarily either, so we will hold on to it for now. Are you a musician? Okay. And for now, we will hold on this. Did you add the +1 longsword to your inventory?
I couldn't figure out how.
Go to manage inventory. We'll type in longsword.
Because it didn't come up with this when I freaking tried it.
Right there, yeah. Type longsword there. That's right down there. Longsword +1. Add to equipment, and I will remove from party treasure.
Yes, sir.
That will be that, and your rapier will probably be a little better combo.
I can one-hand the longsword?
Mm-hmm. And it should be versatile. Versatile. So it's
Yep.
1d8 or 1d10 if you do 2
Two-handed.
hands.
Yeah.
So you can kind of choose if you want. So depending on how you want to play it out, if you want to hit a little harder with it, but honestly, there's as many ones on d10s as there are on d8s.
Exactly.
So that's how it works. So I get that.
And since I have 10 ones on my D10 and 8 ones on my D8, might as well attack twice, and that gives me 2.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. But so I'll give you those. I wish I'd found something better. I also found something that may be good for
No, the
help.
more of my enemies that I can drop, the safer it is for everybody else. So, thank you.
Absolutely. I looked for survivors. Was obviously my priority, but also anything that we could use of value. The way I see it, in this situation, anybody who could not protect themselves or their shops forfeited those items. So that sword was found. I see it as a service fee for what we've done. I also see it as goods left behind for the salvage. So I
Yes.
don't view that as anything wrong, unless you guys disagree. Is there anything in particular that you do need?
Offhand.
Like a dagger? Isn't that, well, he uses a rapier.
I got these, buddy.
Oh.
He can throw a paw like nobody else.
You said you needed an offhand.
Do I did? Do I?
I said, do you need anything? You're like, offhand?
Oh.
And then just kind of paused and my character's
Nice
very
catch.
later also.
Yeah, good catch.
Okay, gosh.
Well,
Wow,
he
okay,
got
I'm
me-
finally getting that one, yeah, all right.
Well, he got me earlier too, because I asked him. I was picking up food and I asked him. I said, it autocorrected, asking him which meal he wanted, how many, and I went to put how many strips do you want, and it autocorrected to straps. So then I put strips with a little star, like, to correct it.
Right.
I get a message, it's like, how many straps do you want? Asterisks, strips. And like, Jesse's stripping and asking me how many straps I want. I'm not part of this at all, and I'm locking my front door.
It's like,
But his
he's
response,
off tonight,
was
just
great.
saying.
His response was great.
Well, right at 5:45, see? He was as prompt as he could
He
be.
lied to me. He was telling you the truth. That's all right.
I told you. So I retconned a little bit, and we talked on the way up, and I asked them if they wanted the splint, and I handed him the sword. Since the sword doesn't require attunement,
No.
and nobody can use the splint, but I didn't know that, but I pretended like I know that. But
Right.
Miss doesn't know.
Miss doesn't know.
I mean, you're like holding this thing and like in front of Regan.
Well,
We could have worked it.
you could use
Nope.
it. Yeah.
No.
You just don't have the.
Strength to use it.
He doesn't have the strength. It's required
Gotta have a
15.
15.
Oh shit!
Heavy
You're
armor.
right. Yeah, you're right. I forgot that they also do have that strength requirement for those.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't
So
even know that your strength was that
Same
low.
good. And it only gets me a 17, which would drop my AC by 1, just to avoid crits.
Because it wouldn't allow you to have your.
I'll take a
Depth is
higher
heavy.
AC to avoid more hits and take the occasional crit that makes it.
That's fair. Absolutely.
If you weren't a dex-based fighter, it'd be great, but you're a dex-based
good.
fighter, which is,
Yeah.
I think, better, personally.
Yeah.
I like dex-based fighters.
Dex-based fighters are.
I also like the sways. Hey,
Nice.
sways.
Because it's like, here's strength. You know what you can do with strength? You can hit things hard. You know what you can do with dex? Depending on the weapon you use, you can hit things hard and you can not be hit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go faster
Yeah.
in combat.
Yeah.
And you're a fighter, so you already have proficiency in strength saving throws, so you get your dex up, and that double dips on your
You have good
increased chance of
saves.
saves.
Yeah.
Little things like that.
So-
Real quick,
They've always kind of
I
taken
made
strength people.
Riggs item based off of the Dragonhide belt.
Badass. Good.
But do you want to keep it that way, or do you want to do it the way we're doing? So right now, the way it works, once per day, he can take a D4 and go, I get more key points. As opposed to doing it, I don't know, or do you want to do it like how you have with the superiority dice, where he gets his proficiency bonus to his key points? That would probably be better
That
long term,
one.
but it'd be less bursty.
Yeah.
But right now, there's going to be, we'll probably get in a really super important fight, and he'll not have key points, and it'll be like, 1 for the day,
Right.
as opposed to being like, I just have a flat static 2 or 3.
Yeah. That's what I would say. You'd have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like
Because
what
I
I
talked
did
to doesn't
with
know what you on my lap. Sorry.
superiority dice. I think, yeah, you just
Quick
have your
cat.
proficiency
Really allergic.
bonus superiority dice.
Same.
Sweet.
Or key points.
I'm not even joking.
And then, yeah, the +1 to its
Okay.
DCs and attack and damage.
It's attack damage and
Key DC.
Key DC is the way we have it set up. And it's
So he's got to find his perch.
a bonus to attack damage and key saves equal to half a proficiency bonus rounded down. It just says half proficiency bonus. It's always rounded down unless otherwise specified. And then you get a bonus to key equal to his proficiency bonus. So, okay. I will make sure that that modification is made to it, and it will show up a month from now on the character sheet, because every time I change an item, it just doesn't show up.
Yeah, it
Plus,
takes
there's no way to
forever.
actually show. I don't think I can actually add key points to.
Maybe if you actually go to where it says key points.
No, because you can't modify that. It's like we can't modify his.
Yeah, yeah, just adds.
And his
dice.
pool doesn't actually show, because it'll show the pool he has, but it doesn't show the 2 he gets from his weapon, because we can't add that on. It doesn't show the 1 he gets from his feet or the 1 he gets from his superiority technique. So,
No Ashley tonight?
Ashley is rushing here.
Oh, okay.
I
Figured
told
that
her
was her
you'd
coming
be
downstairs and
between-
wound up being you.
Yeah, we thought she was going to barely beat you here.
Oh, okay.
She's coming. She was doing training with the ambulance and stuff, and so she's like, she was like, hey, I might be a little late, and I was like, well, Alex is going to be here between like 5:45 and 6, so if you just get here before 6, you should be good. That way she could focus
Talk
on
shit?
training somebody. Well, no, I just thought, she's like rushing to train somebody. I'm like, you're training an ambulance driver.
Yeah, let's not
person.
rush this.
Well, you take your time. We're fine.
And maybe do what you gotta do.
Make sure they got this down, because
Double check with that.
And what's up with your boy?
Um,
Mr.
Mr. not getting a staff of fire, except for the fact that technically he's still here with us, and I'm literally going to hand him the staff of fire before he fucking disappears from the campaign.
Yeah. He, I'm pretty sure the way that this worked out is his only 2 days off are now Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's if he lets himself take those days. And instead of being here, he has just decided to take Tuesdays as like his personal day.
That's
Kind of like what
That's what
Chris
I was
has
saying.
done.
Okay.
Where like Chris has these days free, he would love to play with us, but he's like
Which Chris?
our Wednesday Chris, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Chris.
That's what he was saying, where he's like, you
Gorak.
know, I could definitely
I thought I would
make
say Chris on the stream, so I was like,
Right.
who is this?
Yeah,
Chris?
Gorak.
Oh, Gorak, yeah, of course, Gorak.
So Gorak-
No, yeah, he's like, I have Tuesday, Wednesdays off. He's like, but man, he's like, I don't know if I can commit to literally playing on both my days off. I
Yeah.
get it. Like we were saying earlier on the stream, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do that, so
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, I don't have.
And it does take up a good chunk of time.
Mhm.
And Yeah, I've had to
Yeah.
find that balance with Kayla too, and that's, you know, it's a whole other level. And even Mikey is like, he's doing classes and shit, and he has a hard time giving up one freaking day because he's also trying to, you know.
Well, he's spending more time out of town. He's been traveling a lot lately.
Travel.
Spent all week off at a music festival and stuff like that. So he's doing cool stuff.
He
Good
wants
stuff for
to,
him.
yeah, he wants to live his life. He wants to do
Oh,
things,
yeah.
and I get it.
To do stuff with his life.
Yeah,
Fucking
and that's why, like,
What the fuck is that?
I'm pissed off at Colt because I'm like, bro, I put so much effort into your guys, and again, I put so much shit into your backstory, but it's fine. I get it. I understand. And I would much rather him fully commit to one day rather than just blow himself out and not be able to make either. And I'd much rather him just commit to one day. That way I can see him at least once a week.
Yeah.
Badass, you know.
Yeah. I totally get that, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, we can make anything happen on this day. This is the more chill day. And I don't mind admitting that. I don't mind saying that. You know, I don't have as much DMing experience. And so, you know, I'm happy you guys are letting me throw some crazy shit at you. And I have a blast either way, you know. So.
Well, it's like I was posting that, like I posted that video from, maybe it was yesterday. I posted the video from 10 years ago when I first put up that map.
Yeah.
I was like, literally,
You're like,
he's like, that's what I want.
There
It's
it
like, not
is.
only do I want your attention,
I know.
but I want you to suffer for
I want you
it.
to suffer.
Mhm.
No, I don't want it.
Space.
It's so horrible. It's
Over
like,
here.
You don't understand.
It's like, no, I'll
Eyeballs
suffer for you,
literally
Space.
swelling shut. It's not good times.
I'm not as allergic, but I'm very allergic to you as well, Space. If you're not gonna bother me.
See, it's just like
No.
he's just like the chicks in my life. I'm sitting here giving him attention. He's like, nah, I don't want yours.
Yeah. I'm gonna go here and get somebody who doesn't give
Yeah,
me
who
attention. I
doesn't
want
want
that
me.
attention.
But
Ass.
with that,
Fucking cat.
give him the sword, offer him the splint. Obviously, the little bunny man doesn't want giant fucking splint mail. You also probably don't have the strength to wield it either. I certainly don't have the strength to wield it, or the proficiency, or the desire. I have integrated armor that I don't think I would even have an understanding of how to remove, if need be. Oh, sways.
Cat.
But, so then flash forward, we get to this sanctuary, it's boarded shut.
you've,
We blip in, push in the door a little bit, get a
Push.
crack going in.
Yep.
After unlocking it, send in the bat. The person says that he's going to fight us
basically, yes.
without the bat.
He said you will try to get in.
It just happened 3 seconds ago, so I don't remember exactly what he said.
I was listening into it on my way in. He said, "This place is forsaken. Leave." He said, "We're coming in there whether you like it or not."
You've already got the blight.
And he said, "You will try." And that's kind of where it was left at.
And we could always. I think that this would be a good place for us to investigate, figure out what it was that almost cured the blight. But also, it might be a good base of operations for starting here. So, do we push forward?
Yeah, let's get inside this.
Okay. Oh, we've got our map of the Crossroads right here. Let me pull up the stream just so I can see what that's looking like. I can kind of try and base our soon-to-be
It's-
map off of it.
It's somewhat okay on there.
You're somewhat okay all the time.
I mean, you just moved it, and apparently now the feed. Oh no, it didn't freeze. It was like the feed froze. I was like, no, we just sat there.
Just so I can see what that's looking like. Excellent. That's my voice, unfortunately.
You know, do you ever just hear like a recording
Every
of your
single
voice?
My voice is so.
Everybody
Dude,
hears
when I hear my
and
voice, I
it's
like on a recording or something. I just think like, how the hell do I have friends?
I
How, like,
know.
how the hell do I have friends? I just
so awful.
I don't know anybody who likes the sound of their voice. That's not true. I actually think I know like maybe 2 people who like the sound of their voice, and they're both terrible fucking people. So that's a good thing.
Right.
I hear my voice, and I'm like, wow. me go blow my nose.
Fucking horrible.
Nasally.
Yeah, every time I hear my voice,
So-
I'm like, oh, I'm glad that I sound like I'm 12. Fantastic.
Hey, Sways, you want to not go lay on my pillow? Come here. Hey, I think that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're like, I'm just gonna go lay on your pillow so that when you go to bed, you wake up with swollen eyes. Because you won't lay on the couch, you won't lay on the chair, you won't lay on. You have to go lay on my pillow. Oh, he's just gonna go upstairs.
I might just try and take the time and set it up because it's pretty
Yeah,
pretty
go
big,
ahead.
pretty big place.
Pretty big place. You take my map? Can I have my map back?
Yes, I take your map and you can have your map back. Map back. Although let me. Okay.
If you need it, you can.
Okay. Got it.
I think did I put yours over there?
You did, and it's just buried somewhere.
You're good. You can use it for now if you want to keep it over there while you're drawing.
Dumb. Thank you.
Right away.
It's not super necessary, but I don't know how you guys want it to be set up. Which way do you want it to be north? I can draw it in any which way.
That way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Now I regret what I said.
Well, north is
I
toward
don't
you.
have a 3D marker, so I can't draw it any which way. So I lied to you.
Wow.
In case you were wondering.
I did say which
In
way.
case you were, in case you were
Sorry,
wondering.
you guys, I'm going home.
Right here.
I have arrived.
Hey, welcome back.
Excellent. That works just fine.
While you're drawing that too, I don't think it'll happen, but there is a very, very small chance that I might consider possibly missing D&D 1 week. I doubt it'll happen.
Yeah, that's not really an option for you. Come on.
Well, the reason why you went one line past.
Yeah, I see that.
The reason why I say this because I'm going to do I took a Saturday and Sunday off to go camping. It's gonna be a really fun camping trip. And I was like, I'm gonna be camping Saturday and Sunday. And I was like, if I took Monday night off, I could do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then return Thursday and just get like 5 days away from everything.
Do it. That's good
Yeah.
for you.
But I'm pretty sure after 2 or 3 days of camping, I'm gonna be like, that was so much fun. I want to go play D&D.
That's fair. Either way, man. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to take that time to yourself and
I
have a
think I
break,
will, but
You
We'll
do
see.
you, man. I support whatever you do.
I'll let you guys know. I would highly doubt that it would.
you deserve just as much of a break as anybody.
Right.
If I really wanted 5 days off off to go camping, I would just take Thursday, Friday off, and I'd go camping Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then come back and play D&D. Obviously, I would say.
Right.
I don't need a vacation from D&D. D&D's what I love doing. Even though I also hate it so much. I was talking with Chris the other day, and I was like, what you guys gotta realize is that imagine creating a character, like how excited you are to play a character. Now imagine creating a group of 20 to 30 characters and creating 10 of these groups, well, technically 9. And then creating an additional like 30 characters and putting all this idea and story and love and backstory and building through, and you're building all these different ideas, going through and realizing that somebody else gets to just walk in and go, oh cool, you have like 100 different characters, well we're going to play with these 10. Throw away the other 90.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm like, you guys are going to pick a crew, and so one crew that you pick means 9 crews that I've put all this love and passion into that are just going to be lost away on this island. It's okay. I'm not sad. I'm just
Sad.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you weren't sad, you were just disappointed.
Of course not.
Disappointed in our choices.
I would never be disappointed.
Hey, the dice are saying we're fucking idiots.
But you can see that your dice aren't the end-all, be-all, because you guys there's ways to get around. So you guys had a complete failure on is it engineering, but speaking with Secret Keepers, you found a little bit more out. You had a complete failure with the Simnic Hybrid, but having a Simnic Hybrid as part of the party, he can look at it and go, that's not true. They don't actually eat brains. I'm pretty sure they're just literally rolling with that idea so that people won't bother them.
Leave them alone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you've got that, and then you've got you found out that is it engineering? Their weapon didn't blow up on them; it just failed to actually work, and then got captured, which is cool. It's just a cannon that kind of does disintegrate.
Kind of. Sort of, kind of.
It's sort of kind of a disintegration cannon.
Great.
No, you can't just
In case
come
you're
around.
curious, that is where the edge of the gate is.
Right. I didn't know what we were going to be getting into,
Well, I
Wow.
figure you guys might be retreating.
so
Maybe. Just depends on what happens.
well, no, I was going to say I don't know what we're getting into, but I had the camera zoomed in on the mini map,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I've got it on there,
not
so.
much. Because all we see is
We'll get it.
just the one wall. You're good what you've done drawn.
Well, in line. On
So,
Good.
what did you decide on for that? Wraps. Am I doing
So yeah, it's +1 to attack and damage,
Yeah.
and to your DCs, and you'll also get an extra key point per proficiency
Okay.
bonus.
So you'll have 6 now.
the 6?
And those will come back as the short rest goes on.
Okay.
That will scale pretty well too.
Yeah.
The other one potentially had the opportunity to just like burst and be nice, but
That can get out of hand.
it comes down to, well, it's not that it could get out of hand, it's that we probably could be sitting here and be like, oh cool, like we're level 17 in this big badass battle, and you're like, cool, I can get 10 more key points instead of just having a flat 6. And you're like, cool, I get 1 more, cool. We're both done with that. As opposed to just being like, I have 6 more to really play with. Right there, I'm getting front door and the area pretty well.
Rough like that, maybe.
It's always hard with the delay.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Because you see this and like, oh, it's good. That's why you'll notice I'll adjust the thing to be where I want it to be on camera, and then I'll talk to you guys about what I'm doing for a second. We'll just randomly bullshit, and then I'll realize that the delay's caught up, and I'm like, okay, cool, that is good, Lock. It looks good.
something like that, roughly. But we had Mist up front. We had Blute, who was inside and then is blipped
Technically,
away.
I just blipped him out.
But you have Geblut with you guys.
'Cause I can't blip him.
Rain and Rig was up there with you. High Power diddling themselves back here. And we got Zalia.
You're doing that. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it a lot.
And
That's really cool.
I just went for graph screen because I wanted to, just to see what the contrast was.
Mm-hmm. I think that, I mean, and depending on how you want to do it, if you did those, the wraps the same like red, that could be really cool. Because then it's still contrast with the coat,
Yeah.
but it match with his outfit. Or you can keep them green. I like them green too, but like you said, you just did it to.
Yeah. Just a,
Whenever, if you want to, let me know. I do still have a subscription with them, so I
Oh,
can.
okay.
I think I get some sort of bonus when I purchase it. But either way, if you send me the code, I can also make pictures that I won't ever make.
oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind doing like one of those
I need
things.
to, but I just gotta get to it. I can do really cool things where, because what are you doing, Space? I can do cool things like they all have a tavern, and I can add like 10 characters to the tavern. Have like all of our characters like in a tavern or walking down a road or things like that.
Oh,
Okay, but what are you getting into? Did you go inside the heater? I don't think so.
Cook cat.
Hey, get the fuck
Pretty
out of
much.
there. Get out of there. Come on. Come on. Literally is climbing in with the hot water heater and everything. That was why the lights were on downstairs when I got here. I didn't notice that door was open. He must have came in. Oh, day I got down here and that light was on and I was like, who's downstairs? That was who?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. Oh, it's a necromancer? I want to kill him.
I'm not a necromancer, but
It's a necromancer.
best of luck to you. Best of luck.
It's fine. We have none of us, I think, well, are. Yeah, I don't think many of us are at full hit points. We did have downtime.
I did have a couple hours downtime.
Yeah, I did say I could heal a couple people more. So if anybody else wasn't healed, I could have, while you brought me bodies, I could have applied healing to you. So, are you at full health, Rig?
Yes, I am in full.
After the damage you took from the fire?
Yeah, you healed me back up.
Okay, so I did do that. So you should have got one too. 13 hit points.
I need 6, thank you.
One more charge off of this. By the way, definitely need to go talk to the Lord because I'm going to have him hopefully charge the shit out of him for
Loaded.
my. I'm down to 90 charges of my healer's kits. So it's 9 healer's kits. I walked in here with 15. 14? 14, I think. But I can make more. Not stressing it too much. Cool.
So, well, I figure we might as well just get started.
Yeah.
And Xylia can jump on in when she's here.
She will be here in theory any second now.
Excellent. So let's go ahead and get some initiatives. Since we decided, okay, we're doing this.
Could have used a number on any side of that, but that's the one I got.
Don't forget you do have that one
That one.
ambush if you want it.
Oh, add a superior to that.
If you want.
I'm superior already died.
8.
Yeah, 8 of them? Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, Ashley will be here in 10 minutes or less.
Excellent.
She said that 10 minutes ago.
No, she didn't. She said I'm leaving here in a moment. And she said that.
10 minutes ago, she said leaving in a moment. Heard. In a moment here with you.
And our Facebook gaming wasn't loading today. I don't know why. It just said failed to connect, so I'm gonna have to re-up that and figure out why.
That's all good work.
We'll sort that out. Oh man. So, oh yeah, you wanted initiative.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that for me.
I suppose that means I have to roll initiative too, don't I?
Theoretically.
In theory.
Shit, yeah, damn it.
Oh,
Just
that's
trying to land.
fun.
It rolled, and the little post, like it was right between the 9 and the 19. The little post stopped before it fell over to the 19. I was like, it's cocked to shit, and little like right dead line between them. So I re-rolled it for a 5. But that's fine.
Damn.
Damn. Shame. Holy shit.
And then, okay. Let's start with rain.
12.
12 hurt. Mist.
Mist is going on a 7.
7 with no loot yet, but good loot follows you.
Yep.
Low pow. Oh, fucking he rolled and
Can we roll for them?
I got you, man. So he's got a 12. Pal is a. You're a 12 as well? You go first. My pal got a. We got a 9. And then we got. Xylea got a 16. And then Reek?
17.
17. And no Bloop, so then I've
Luke
got-
goes on a 19. I just haven't pulled him out yet.
Right. These guys have +1s.
Or no, sorry. Technically, he goes on a 21. You have the bonus. He's just
A 21.
yeah. Blue will be on a 21 once I summon him. So
Okay.
just to have
I
almost
put him
rolled
on the
19
board.
for both of us.
Which will be starting with. And then 16. You got a 17? And Xylea doesn't have a dex bonus, so that's pretty brutal with their adventures. All right.
Is that the music, or am I going to have a tumor going?
It's,
Do I
sound
hear
background.
dogs barking?
There's dog barking.
Dogs
It's
in
an ambient town.
Oh,
I don't know if there's a city on fire. I could look for a city on fire.
no, I thought I was hearing shit. Because it's like, it's just faint enough that it's,
I have a city playlist. But I don't
Right.
know if
like,
it's
am I
on-
hearing it, but at the same time,
Mist
That's me.
and Rain and Reeg.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Of course.
Strength saving throw.
Oh, and Gebloot, technically.
yeah.
As Gorak says, during 20.
That's dirty 20. Dirty 20.
I roll a 7 on him, so he gets a 4. Roll on me, so I get a 13.
You get a 13? That saves.
4 saves, right?
No.
No.
Reed, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well.
Sure.
So all of you saved except for Gebloot. So you're taking half of them. Which is not much. Seven. So Gebloot takes 7 points of damage and he's pushed 15 feet.
You are a dick.
And then the rest of you take 3 points of force damage. Oh wait, is Gebloot resistant to force?
I am also resistant to force.
You are resistant to force.
Gebloot
So you take
is
1 point of damage.
Resistant to nothing.
Oh, okay.
He's immune to poison.
So yeah,
Oh,
he takes 3.
Force damage.
Don't like it. Yeah, that's fair.
3.
But yeah, you just like feel this shockwave come from the crack in the doorway, and then you hear the door again. So he fully closes it for now. No locking mechanism or sound anyway, but you hear it close.
Yeah, I don't want to do this. Let's go somewhere else.
Tiny little bug. Gross.
A building on fire. I don't have a town on fire.
Perception.
Oh, a building on fire sounds like a town on fire. Or a town smoldering.
And so we got. Yep. Okay. And then Reed, you're up.
Hmm. What say you, gentlemen?
Make ourselves known.
Give me a hand pushing this door.
Absolutely.
Because I will need all of that help. Because I'm not very strong, strength-wise.
So you can wait until your turn, or you can try and bust in right now. You can wait for Rain's turn and give him the assist to bust in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Is the door pushed open enough that he can see the bar? Because we had it cracked open a little bit.
Dude closed it.
probably do that.
He went boom, and then you heard
Obviously, Thunderwave is going to close the door. Yeah. Makes sense.
ish. Not quite a thunderwave.
Thunderclap. Cheek claps.
So, it wasn't thunderous. It was,
cheeks?
it was
The hell?
forceful. It wasn't thunderous. But yeah, so whatever you'd like to do. You gonna wait for rain? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be right there.
Xylea, you're gonna kind of wait, assess out the situation. Rain,
Hey.
hop on up there.
All right. So now you're going to assist me.
I guess, or
You are kind of
What
bunched up.
sort of strength do you have?
+2.
I'd say
Well, then I'll
since,
assist you.
since you are waiting, yeah, you can take the assist if you want. Either of you can roll.
I'll assist you, so you get advantage.
You both are just putting your action into
Because I only
this.
have a +1.
Really?
And Xylee is here. That's what just happened at the door.
Nice.
So she may be able to become
It
something.
was a
that-
valiant effort.
A couple of weakling tanks trying to open up a door.
Yeah. 11?
11. You feel.
Or what would it be? Would it be athletics?
No, it's just a strength check.
No. Oh, strength. Yeah, so I'd just be doing my +2.
You feel a well of strength within you. Kind of like how you've been feeling really great all day long. You're going to try and tap into that power?
Sure.
Remember, we did tell you that was Weave-Blight inside you.
Oh, yeah.
Channel that
But
blight.
do it. Just
Yeah.
go for it.
We already have
I
it.
highly
so
encourage this decision.
It's
Done.
TPK versus
Yeah.
blight.
All right.
Sounds like this asshole wants to fight. He's gonna go.
Real quick,
Right.
give me a Constitution saving throw. As you do this.
Might as well pass this or make it successful.
Or don't. Let's, just roll
It's
really low
usually
here.
kind of the good ones, maybe. See how good it is today.
This is one you really want to roll in that one.
Close enough.
The deuce?
7.
Oh. Well,
Absolutely.
You got it. Congratulations.
You just feel that motivation in yourself and you just believe, and sure as shit you push that door open. Boom! Door slams open. You're kind of feeling this weird like hesitation for a moment, and Reed just gets this like burst of will to shove this fucking door. Sure enough, with the glow you can see the desk in front of you, and there is this guy is wearing these kind of like long tattered like grayish brown, almost like scrubs. Just looks kind of like gaunt, thinning out. But you can tell that along the sides of his face, he's got like these little spines that are kind of like sticking out of his head almost, and you can kind of see them a little bit in his hands. But it looks like maybe the blight has taken a hold of this person in front of you. But all he's wearing are just these kind of like grayish brown scrubs. Rain, any more movement from you to finish out your action, your turn? That was just a little 5-foot step over, basically.
I can 5-foot step in and skewer him with my rapier, yes.
Unfortunately, you cannot, because
You assisted me.
yeah, you used your
That
action
was the whole thing?
to push. Yeah. Hey, welcome. But you can use your bonus action, or you can use an action surge because you have short rested since. You could bonus action commander strike, but when you use that on Mist before, you've seen him punch somebody.
Punch this guy, get his attention. If you want it.
Do it. I will punch this guy.
Do it.
Oh, you're playing the fire, so I don't have to use my headphones.
Natural 20.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Boom! 1 point of damage.
Ha! 1 point of damage.
Because I double the damage dice and I don't get damage dice.
Well, you fucking... Well, actually, you do get damage dice, right? You get a superiority dice.
Oh! That crits.
Go ahead and double that.
Double that. Your superior dice is technically D8.
What
Yeah,
is it?
D8s.
Oh, I thought it was sixes. So that means
Yeah, it's still 6.
Still
Dice
six.
one, it's also
So 12?
13 points
So
of damage.
13 points of damage from one hit.
Ding.
You hit him really fucking solid in the
he
face.
just turned and looked right at it. Oh,
Like, you are fucking stoked that you get to punch this guy and just right in the face.
And he commands the guy. Yeah, the guy looks at me. You're like, hit him, or you're like, attack him. He's like, but he doesn't have a weapon. Bing,
Pop.
right in the face.
Take that.
Absolutely fucking pop in the face. Lopal is spelly spells. Lopal, high power, right? One after the other, of fucking course. We're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, fuck it. And he'll,
I poured the ice in there, so it's like hard to drink out of.
why not?
Like
Toll
crushed
the
ice
dead.
in it.
Toll the dead on this guy. He's got a +1. He fails, so he's going to take D12 damage. It's one of those. Hey, that's 11 points of damage.
Well, because I punched him.
Right?
He's definitely,
Steel.
definitely in the staggered zone. High Pow. He says, "Fuck it, I'll do the same thing," and that is always a fail. And 5 points of damage.
Oh, I thought you were doing it. I
There.
was like, yes.
That's for High Pow. Missed, you are up.
This guy in front of me.
Yes.
I want to hit him with an anti-coagulant dart.
To avoid that.
Absolutely.
No. I'm gonna bring Blute in. Command
That's
Blute.
just a bonus action, isn't
No, it's an action to flamp him in or out. Command the assist here, and I will Bamf and Blute on Rain.
it? Command get Blute to be on range?
So,
Or Blute.
Blute, who's over there, will go on Rain.
And get Blute on.
And Blute on Rig.
Cool. Any bonus action or movement?
Bonus action is command, so action summon in, bonus action command, move. Nah.
Okay. Gabloot is assisting Rig.
I'll move in. Let's see what's going on here. Just like can't shut it out. I'll just. I guess that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Sweet.
I won't. I won't do attack of opportunity. Needlessly.
Okay. Just stay where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Blute will assist Rain, and then we're back at his go. He's going to map that out.
Yeah, we're gonna see it first.
You're right there, and you came in, so you're unfortunately, Rain, getting all of these.
That's my job.
So we got Bite,
I'm here to take it.
Claw. Oh my god. Okay. That's because I'm using my green dice. That's AC 22?
I'm at 18, so yes.
Okay. Oh, you have an 18? Alright, so that means all three of them hit you.
Cool.
Uh-huh. And the claw is that, and the bite is that, which makes sense.
He just making up for the homework I made him do when he was a kid.
Bro, you had your chance. Okay, I know one of these has D4s in it. Fuck. There it is. Okay. You don't have any DR?
I don't like it.
Excellent. Total of 22 points of damage.
God damn.
What are you sitting with?
2 claws and a bite.
Well,
So this
good news is I'm still standing.
human who's looking at you, kind of like balding head of hair, just sort of wispy hair, and his tattered grossness scrubs. just like is reaching out at you frantically, and these spines on his skin, you notice like as he makes contact with you, like just rake your body, and then like while you're dealing with that, he's already on top of you and just gives you a bite into your shoulder as you're kind of trying to fight him off. You're kind of stuck between the door and mist, and yeah, he's just full on like on top of you. Then you hear the door behind you unlock. And Reed, you are up.
We did it lock.
You
Click, click.
click.
Text directly to unlock.
Yeah. I don't know if they're trying to defend themselves and leave this guy to die. I don't know if they're...
I'm moving around. Can I move around to the other side of him without?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an acrobatics, just because there's a desk there. We'll see if we can get maybe on the other side.
You can use advantage on the acrobatics or on your first attack. It's up to you.
It's not super difficult, but then again, it's your dice we're talking about.
I know, right? Mikey left, and so I got inherited his roles. Oh, not that time. That's 20.
26?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, you can literally get
Or
anywhere in that
26, yeah.
room easily.
Technically, I have advantage on acrobatics. So.
Oh, so you didn't even need it.
Hop on in, basically kick off of Myth's shield and leap over Rain and over the desk and end up behind this guy.
And you said I got advantage on the...
On your first attack, yeah.
First attack, okay.
Yeah.
16?
Definitely a hit.
For 9.
9 points of damage. He is bloodied.
Mm,
Do it. All right, do it.
okay, fine. And flurry of blows. Okay.
I'll do it. Mm-hmm.
Same thing, isn't it? No. For 8.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
You get another attack, so flurries 2, remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
that's right,
flurrying.
yeah.
It's 3.
Shit, sorry.
You should be sorry.
I know. It's
Just
been a minute.
ignoring your flurry.
Also a hit.
For 9.
9 points. Critical. Rain and Reed, and especially Reed, you hear a from your left, so the opposite door. Sounds like somebody is working with the door. Xylea, you are up. There is one baddie right here that shot magic missiles at Miss Bat before, and then now he's kind of fighting you guys.
Oh, damn, I should have been up front. I'm immune to magic missile.
How's he looking?
Approach a shield on
You took half damage from that.
He's
3
looking a
attack,
hell of a
right?
lot better than Rain is.
Because when you got hit for 3 damage, did you take 3 or did you take 1?
1.
Okay.
Did we rest in between last
Yes.
game and now? Okay.
Not a long rest. We took a short rest.
Yeah, you took a rest, unfortunately.
So you have your wild shapes back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Any spell slots, though, that's been used.
Yeah, that still remains. I just wanted to be sure. Well, shit. I was usually unprepared. I guess I'll just. I love ice knives. So.
Well, you got a bunch of buddies
Oh
next to
shit!
him.
Yeah, because that's just pretty much the hallway. I can't ice knife.
You're gonna explode. That will probably kill
Ah,
me.
jeez, you're right.
This is all just
You'll be fine.
planes and
Probably-
You
stuff.
do not remember
He's-
the whole arrow incident, like first game? You didn't die then.
No.
This is all burnt
This
down
is still
tree,
probably hurt you, so
light
you're right.
forest grass
Yeah, because
area.
he looks fucked up.
Look like hammered shit on rye.
Really?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
I got it. I'm coming at it.
Are you
but-
sure? Because I can
Yeah.
help.
Kill this guy.
Okay.
Hammered shit on rye.
Not this guy.
Preferably not this guy. But hey, do what you gotta do.
Is he wearing metal?
He does not appear to be wearing metal. You can see him
He's
pretty
in scrubs.
clearly. Yeah, he's just like kind of wearing these gray-brown scrubs that
Yes.
are like tattered.
Okay.
Wolverine claws before Wolverine got metallic.
Pretty much.
I'll just get real close and primal savagery this guy. Is that possible?
You can definitely move in there and try and get like up on the desk.
Oh, that's gonna be an acrobatics. I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume.
Yeah, go ahead and give me
Yeah.
like an acrobatics. We'll see.
11.
Yeah, I'd say so. Your movement is 25.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get up on there easily enough. It's sturdy furniture, and you're moving through ally spaces to do it. So you just kind of like on all fours, kind of duck underneath Mist and between Rain's legs as he's getting attacked, and hop up on the desk there. And
I am compact, so
Yeah.
it works out well. Okay, let's give this a shot. 22.
definitely a hit.
Sweet. Good.
Give me that savagery damage.
8.
8 points of what? Acid?
Yes.
Nice. 8 points of acid damage. Still critical. Still standing. And that's it for you, Xylea.
Yeah.
Rain, you are up.
Bonus action. I'm gonna try and fix this a little bit.
Second wind.
7 points to me.
7 points of healing.
That might make it to I can take one more hit from it. Maybe one. Now, an actual attack.
Mhm.
Do that with the old trusty longsword. That's how that works.
Absolutely.
No trusty longsword that just got 2 minutes ago.
Let's see how it works, yeah. What happens? Not bad. Let's see, that'll be a... Doesn't
For
say.
actions, you're in the inventory.
Oh,
You click actions at the top.
there we go. I was like, what is wrong with me? 19?
19 is definitely a hit. Did you roll it with advantage?
No.
Because you are being assisted.
I'll chase the 20. No, worse. I don't know what that was on before, but now it's on a 4.
It was on a 4 before.
Oh, okay, so that's still on a 4. Total of 6 damage.
4 was enough to kill it, so well done. I need Brieg, Xylea, and Rain, Blute and Geblut to give me dexterity saving throws. Mist, give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, 5.
Nat 20.
Fine.
I like totally matrixed that one, whatever the hell it was.
You are fine.
Fucking crazy.
I get 23.
You're fine, you're fine.
15, something. I don't know what those other two are.
Xylea, what'd you get?
5. Yeah. Really crushed that one.
Gosh, that's what, like 1 in 60,000 chance?
Is 15 save?
Yes.
Because I rolled 15 for all 3 of my characters.
God damn. That's fucking
Plus
crazy.
I get a +2 to all now. I get a +3, Blue gets a +2, and Blue gets a +4.
Nice. Yeah, definitely saved, so nothing. When he falls, those little spiny things in his body seem to like rip his flesh and burst as he kind of explodes. And Xylea will take 5 points of piercing damage as he dies.
Good news. As the blight grows in your body, you guys will get stuff like this.
Any movement, Rain?
Which door unlatched first? Or sound like it latched first?
That one did.
one behind
and then
you.
this one.
Gonna go over to it, but not, and just be there ready.
Don't want to open it?
No.
Is it open?
You don't have any more
I'm
actions.
gonna try it.
So you are there and you are there. So that's it for Rain. Low Pal. Says, how's it coming along?
He's dead. 100.
Okay, post up in the corner and be ready. And I found this one. Just kind of looking at this guy. Just being gross in the corner. That's it for them. Mist.
I walk in. Will be heard. Those doors lock.
I didn't want to exactly open it in the shape that I'm in.
Of course not. Move to this door,
Hmm?
and I will give you 11 hit points.
Let's double the hit points, thank you.
Do we push in, or do we maybe rest and come back?
I say keep going.
Let's go.
Anything for Gibloot?
Gibloot will assist. Gibloot will assist.
Assist, he's dead.
That one will be dead.
Don't do say.
I will call out though. I'll say, we are here looking for assistance. We are blighted.
Rain, you don't have dark vision, do you?
No.
Celia, you don't have dark vision, right?
No, none of us are trying the same thing.
A glowy hat.
Good enough.
2 for the light.
I need everybody in that room to go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
You did the thing.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
How did
Oh!
Keep it.
Oh! 17.
Nice, yeah, that'll save.
I thought that's for
Nat
sure
20.
was gonna.
Now 20, absolutely
especially
saved.
with the
Yeah,
negative.
20.
Absolutely saved.
Wow.
Damn.
Killing it.
Keep Swage right there.
I know.
It's working.
He loves you, man.
14.
14 is a save,
Oh boy.
so we'll take half.
Shave your beard and you're pretty much
And-
Austin Powers.
Great.
Oh, that's a -1.
That's okay. Alright, so again, it's going to be 7 points of damage to those of you who failed, but all of you succeeded as characters. So that's 3 points of force damage, 1 point to you, Reed.
3 points.
3 points. And 10. He takes an additional. Ow. So that's 13 damage done total to low pal, and 13 to high pal. And high pal falls unconscious. Basically, low pal gets flung into high pal, and high pal gets hurt really
How would
badly.
you hurt your brother?
Falls unconscious.
It's a terrible decision.
And that's it for him. You guys took your appropriate points of damage. Excellent.
3.
Reed, you are up. The one guy across the way opens the door and just, looks like he sticks both of his hands out, and those spine things in his body like flare up, and there's just a burst of force straight out from him.
Fuck. Every one of these fuckers got this shit.
Yeah.
Luckily, this guy has evasion.
Well, obviously, he's looking for a fight. So am I. I'll move up in on him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he's still being assisted on that.
Yep. Fucking nat 20, there it is. Double the dice.
For 10.
10 points of damage. Excellent. That was just the first attack. You're gonna flurry him.
Kind of feel like maybe I should save him.
I mean, you have a lot.
Do.
A lot of us look really, really fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's
That's
taking
really
damage
good.
at this point.
I mean, not
Yeah.
everybody's really fucked up. I know both
One of
my
the pals is down too.
Yeah, one of the pals are down.
One
One's an
misses.
auto miss. The other one definitely hits.
Did you use your
9.
advantage in that first
Yeah, you
attack?
did.
9 points.
He did on the first one.
Yeah, I done the first one.
Who's the most fucked up?
High pal just fell.
He's also very much not alive, and you know that.
So you don't worry about killing him.
That's it for Reek. I mean, it's up to you. It's a personal choice. You can
I
try.
really want him to die.
I've got a bunch of healing, so I can be getting people up. We just gotta get these guys to stop blasting our entire group. Because if they get to go again and just wreck us.
Mm-hmm.
Get a woman, open up this door. And there's 3 of you standing, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 of you each are going to get a magic missile. So Lopal gets hit for 4, and that's going to make him fall. He falls down. Xylia, you take 4 points of force damage. Missed. You take 5 points of force damage. That's it for her, technically. Xylia, you are up.
Alright. Let's go for Flame Blade.
Gonna concentrate on some Flame Blade.
Oh yeah.
Heard. I think as part of casting it, you can use it.
It's a bonus
Yeah.
after.
So give him a whackety whack.
18.
Definitely a hit. Drop me some of that damage.
And it's 3d6.
You can count.
11.
11 points damage. Good solid hit into her.
Alright.
That's it for Xylia for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Rain, you are up.
Okay. Longsword on this guy,
Heard?
followed by the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
This will be advantage on the first one. Nat 20.
Absolutely a hit.
That's like almost as many 20s as I've ever thrown in my entire life in one session,
There you go.
dude.
The deuce plus 0. Plus a 0.
Right? I can stand more of those.
The dice are with you.
Are you doing just normal attacks? You still have a bunch of, don't forget to, you got a bunch of superiorities. We need to get these guys dead skis.
Right.
You can trip. You can
Trip this bitch.
Yeah. He's
Get
going with a
advantage
trip.
on any other
Yep.
attacks.
Trip. You are hitting with an ally within 5, so you can apply your sneak attack to that crit. And the superiority dice.
That'd be 2 superiority dice, 2 sneak attacks.
It'd be a total, yeah, so
It's-
48, 2d6.
Yeah, 48 2d6, yep.
48.
And then your weapon damage.
Because 2 weapon, 2 superiority, and then the
Oh.
sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So you also need to double your weapon damage on that. It was the rapier, right? You used on that one?
No.
No, scimitar.
Longsword.
Oh, longsword. That's right. Yeah, which is a D8, right?
Yeah.
One-handed.
So
2d8, 2d8, and
2d6.
2d6.
Okay, cool. I see.
Did you roll the extra D8?
You rolled a 4 already.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Plus your modifiers.
10, 17.
She definitely
18.
failed.
$22.
10, 17, 18, plus 4, 22.
22.
Plus your modifier.
Oh, plus 2.
So total of 24 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well into bloodied.
No, finesse.
Is that?
It's the only one. I didn't think about that. It's technically not a finesse. That's why it does less damage than the other one.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
it's still good though. But
And it's easier. It's harder to hit with it, but
yeah, I didn't even think about that when I gave it to you. That it's not a finesse weapon. That you do all finesse weapons.
But that was a trip attack on your first attack, but you can bonus attack with your offhand.
right.
With advantage, because she's tripped.
Go ahead, the rapier.
Longsword,
15?
chopper legs, pokey weapon. Right.
15.
15's definitely hit.
Cool. Then we'll do.
You got advantage though, right?
Yeah, but that he doesn't get sneak attack more than once around.
Only one.
Oh, you said oh.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you slimy shit. You still one of those right now.
8.
Thank you.
8 points.
8 points of damage. Heard.
Oh yeah, you can't move because
Yeah.
this way's it's like you're not.
So next
So he's
time
like,
I'll
"Leave me
just slide it
alone.
over.
Sorry, but
Bother me.
so funny. Get like
So technically it is critical with that blast.
nice.
That was ranged. Any movement for you right now?
Go ahead and stomp on her head. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean you can walk around her body basically.
Yeah.
Just kind of walk over her. Make sure she's got the flank. You don't have dark vision though, do you?
Nope.
You're just seeing blank hallway past you. This is all like really,
My
really
flame
well
blade.
carved stone.
It creates bright light for a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10.
Yeah, so dim light, even from his hat, ends right
Mm.
here on that side of the room, unfortunately. You would be able to see a little bit further into this room, kind of like what it is. But yeah, you're just seeing like massive 15-foot long hallway, 15-foot wide, or tall ceiling. Just, it's bleak stone. Just flat stone. Almost has like a tile texture to it. Like,
Sanitarium style.
yeah, just, yeah, bleak. Bleak and gray. That's it for Rain. Lopal is going to have to roll me a death saving throw. That's one success for him. And then we got Hypal, who is also down. Missed.
I will. We're looking better. How are you looking?
I'm fine.
I'm gonna walk over. I will go to Lopal, and I will heal Lopal for 10 points.
Lopal gets 10 points of healing, heard.
And then I will command Mist, or sorry, command Gabloot to stabilize Hypal.
Heard.
And
Any movement from you?
I'm gonna stay right by this door because I'm waiting for see if anybody's coming this way.
Copy that.
So Gabloot will stabilize with a healer's kit, no roll. Just uses a charge from his.
Perfect.
And then
Loot.
Loot will just assist Rain.
Del Dose is on the ground. She's gonna stand up. That fucking sucked. How are you looking right now?
Not bad.
Not bad. She does the same thing. Just kind of foray at you. Just gonna start with a claw. That'll get you. Second claw. Fuck, dude. So we'll just see what this does at first. Total of 18 points of slashing damage. Still up?
Yep.
She's gonna try and bite you too. And not like that. AC 10. Well, definitely miss. Missed you with the bite. She tried to go all in on you. Couldn't quite get the job done. Reed, you are up.
Like, oh, these things fucking hurt.
Still being assisted, so.
Yep, first attack is assisted for sure.
Good.
Yeah, definitely hit.
Yeah.
Swings.
Trying to figure what he's doing.
He's laying down.
Okay. Oh, he's just shuffling.
He's got one paw just like dangling.
For 7.
7 hurt.
Quarter of the way to falling on the floor.
Still critical, still standing.
Or I'm sorry, 8. I'm sorry.
8.
Yeah, I was looking at the.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was looking at the dart, not the.
8, not 9 though.
Still critical, still standing. Definitely a hit.
And the other one.
I'm pretty sure
It was
even
on
with your 5, you'd still hit.
12.
Pop up, she falls. I need Reed with advantage to give me a dex save, and Rain to give me a dexterity save.
And blue.
14.
Oh yeah, and Blute and Geblut. 14? Geblut with advantage. 14 is a save.
10.
10 to fail. You'll take 5 points of piercing damage. As she pops.
Dex save?
Yeah.
Geblut gets 9.
So that's 5 points of piercing.
It has evasion, so you'll take half.
Nice, yep. 2 points.
Which is good, because that's. I'm still doing mine. Yeah, 4.
Woo! Yeah, good thing for evasion.
But Blute, its dex save 12.
12 is a fail, just barely.
So how much do you take?
5.
5. He pops.
And then Reeg, any movement from you?
Quick hop to the other side. Or not my actual move, quick hop.
I was gonna say you can hop over her.
Space.
You want to be out here, or you want to be in here?
Up here.
Go behind.
Yeah.
If it doesn't provoke me.
I think he needs a dice set.
No, no tax opportunity.
in character.
You're small and nimble enough; you can get in and around her. You have advantage on acrobatics. Just go ahead and roll it real quick. I just want to see. There is the potential to double 1 No, 18-20, absolutely. You fucking backflip in there like it's no difficult task. You kind of like somersault over the desk and use your feet to like spring up past her. 3-point landing. Boom.
Doing the superhero landing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's it for Reed, but she gets to go. Well, this is good though, because instead of all the attacks going into one person, I don't know. We'll say claw into each of you and see how where we're at from there. That's definitely going to get Xylea, but AC 16 misses you?
Correct.
Barely missed you. But hit Xylea for... double check my modifier. Oh yeah. 9 points of slashing.
Ow.
She claws into you. Give me a concentration check, so it's a Constitution saving throw for me. Hell yeah, there it goes.
That one.
That doesn't count.
Oh, that one.
No, that's a 19.
Shit.
Unfortunately, losing the flame blade from that claw. Pleased with itself, it will try and bite Reeg.
What a bitch.
Try and bite Reeg. And I rolled the same number, missed you by 1 again. So that's Xylea.
Wow, that was not cool. I'll just do primal savage. That works.
Definitely a hit.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot math.
Rolled higher than her AC. 2? 2 points. I see. Hey.
I did my death.
Y'all have been known to leave them with 1 hit point before. Any little bit helps.
How are they looking anyway?
This person is staggered. She's only been hit by your flame blade once, and then by your primal savagery.
Bonus action. Ooh. Yeah, bear. I just want to get rid of her.
Be a bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Heard.
Yeah, so far that's like the most.
Which kind of bear? Are you going to brown bear or black bear?
Brown bear.
Brown bear is your large bear.
Ew. Where's a small bear?
You can large bear. You can
Doors?
fit
Yeah,
through
okay.
the doorways. You just kind of squeeze through a little bit.
Don't mind me, guys.
Bears can definitely get into houses. They make a mess.
If you're stressed out, you feel free to just pet me.
Just
Good.
touch
I
the
think
bear.
bears are bad. Just see what happens.
Right?
Very
Girl.
bad. You miss.
Girl gets into your house and starts eating your porridge, breaking your chairs and shit.
Rain, you are up.
You had a great opportunity for a pun and you just dropped the ball. Very. I think I'm hilarious, and that's what it is. See, you get it. You're good. You're on. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's down this hall behind me because I can't see. So I'm going back into this room
Heard.
because
You don't want to go play in the darkness?
hammered like a soup sandwich.
Heard. 5, 10.
Soup sandwich.
Soup sandwiches are especially hammered.
10
10 feet of movement. You can go like 15, 20.
Soup sandwich.
Get right up next to her if you wanted.
Just a mess to begin
I'm
with.
just saying, a soup sandwich is just a bread bowl. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a soggy mess, dude.
Soggy
Bowls can
mess.
be delicious.
not saying that. Nope. Not denying that. It is a soggy mess.
Soup sandwich is like a really like
Imagine
brothy
you have 2 pieces of
and,
bread. You pour a can
stewy
of
chicken
camel
noodle
soup,
Yeah.
on 1 piece of bread. Put the other one, and then you try and eat that. What a catastrophe!
No, it's like you leave a bowl of soup out for a long time, so it like parts actually start to separate. That's a soup sandwich because then you got the layers.
Just layers of soup.
Yeah.
Just a bread bowl.
Well, then we start getting into the question of, is a hot dog a
Yes, it
sandwich?
is.
A hot dog is a sandwich?
According to Merriam-Webster's second definition, if you take a long roll and you cut it
Okay.
lengthwise, split it open, put contents into it, it is considered a sandwich.
That's fair.
I spent 5 hours this week at work discussing
So,
it.
so is it?
5 hours?
So then is a taco a sandwich?
No
then?
shit, it is a sandwich. Yep.
Technically not.
Wow, you.
So then is a
Is it-
bread
is
bowl
it
a
a
you
taco?
memorized
Is it a
that
pita?
Or is it a
exact
hot dog,
definition.
which would also thereby make it a sandwich?
Bread bowl is generally a hollowed out or
Piece of bread.
open up
A roll.
piece of bread filled with contents.
Yeah. So it's-
Second definition of Merriam-Webster's.
Yeah, no, you
Yes, you
verbatim.
did.
I said Google, yeah. Yeah.
So then, yeah,
You did
bread bowl
specify.
could be a soup sandwich for sure. Bread bowl's
I
definitely a soup
don't
sandwich.
like that a hot dog is a sandwich, but I won't deny it. People are like, well, no, you
Here's
use 2 pieces of bread. I'm like,
no
so Subway doesn't make sandwiches?
Assholes over there.
Exactly.
Because they only use 1 piece of bread.
Is there anybody standing over there?
Yeah. There's a bitch in the doorway.
Okay, well,
Sorry, segues are weird.
since
You
I'm
locked
here.
the door, or did you shut the door behind you?
No, since I'm
Door's
here.
still wide open. Hurry.
Okay.
Since I'm here, might as well
Whack her.
quacky whack.
Do let's get if you wait just 1 minute, let's get as many people around her as possible before we
So
kill
when she
her.
blows up,
Yeah.
we're all fucked up.
100%.
'Cause
But
this is
she's
gonna
only
drop me.
staggered. She hasn't
This
been bloody.
is gonna drop me if she freaking goes.
Do you have any range?
And crit her. Crit her with it. Also, you have a lot of allies around her, so if she's on the ground, they're gonna all have advantage.
If you
Right.
trip her.
Yeah. Do the long sword. I'm not sure I like this thing because it's
You could use your scimitar. You could switch the scimitar while moving over there.
okay.
I gave you a longsword, not even thinking about the fact that
Yeah.
it's
You
not
need a
finesse.
finesse weapon,
Yeah. I'll do.
We'll
scimitar.
trade it out for a scimitar. Plus one if
Cool.
we can find somebody who has something.
That'll work. So, with the scimitar, and my buddy blubbed out, so it's just regular straight roll.
And you?
It's not bad.
How
How about
he died
21?
under your watch?
It's true. 21
He
kills
couldn't
him.
hang with me.
Or 21 hits. Doesn't kill her. Does not kill her. Hits her.
That was my first attack, so that's also
With a sneak attack and your superiority dice, right? Because you are tripping her.
It's very yes for trip.
I think she might have saved. Yeah. Does a 16 save?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
16, total of 13 damage.
Total of 13. Word. That's a good solid hit. Still not quite bloody though. That's it for me. Lopal.
He got 10 hit points, so you should be back up.
Yes, he is up. So we're gonna
Alright, how stable.
fucking Toll the Dead. So wisdom save. That one always saves. Well, not always saves, but in this circumstance it does. High Pal is unconscious. Missed. He's also gonna bring his brother over here and stand up.
I will. Right behind Rain, injection right into his neck.
Heard?
For it's 11 hit points.
Cool.
Feel a pinch in your
Healing
neck,
injection.
and then you feel really good.
It's just the lightest touch because the needle
Silver.
has a
A little numbing agent.
a numbing agent. So literally just a little bit of a push. Just heal him. Bonus action, command Geblut to I'll just have him assist Reeg again.
Assisting Reeg, heard. So Reeg, you are assisted. Blute is gone for now.
Could I move and pull him back?
Yeah. Del Dose
Ground, pull
is
it
gone
back.
as well.
Chink.
Reeg, you are up.
Can I open with Fury of Blows, or is that a secondary?
Technically, it's secondary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wreck her now.
That's what I'm trying
Kill
to
my
do.
Marvelous.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Sometimes my brain just gives out and I drop everything.
That's right. Work was hell today, and so my supervisor came up to me after clearing the 8th door within an hour. That was the one person working, and asked me a question, and I had to literally load all of the different information to get to the door that she cleared to realize what she was talking about, and then spit out the information. I just stared at her for a second. It was just like, hold on, I'm loading. literally just imagining the numbers through my head. Oh yes, it's this. Oh, okay. there we go.
Dial-up tones just in your head.
The
Yeah.
old school modem.
Yeah. And I mean, I was like in the middle of doing stuff and just had to stop and be like, okay, yeah, it's this. Sorry.
Oh,
Is this helping me this moment? Is
I
this
get like
helping
that
me?
too.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 absolutely is a hit.
Damn, dude.
7.
7 heard. That just. Nope, not quite. Sorry.
Alright, Fury blows. Goddamn.
Almost bloodied.
You remember you can also just do a bonus action.
Yeah, you can just
Oh,
do
she's
a bonus
almost
punch.
bloodied?
Yeah, almost bloodied.
Oh, so you got a bunch of hits on her anyways. Just right there.
Those for a natty 20 and 21.
Yeah, both hits. Give me the double damage on the one and double the dice on one. And then,
For 12 on the one.
12 heard.
And 10 on the other.
Nailed it. That puts her into critical. But that still means she gets to go. Which she's like, fuck you guys. And we're gonna do this little number, which is, oh, fuck me. I need to pay more attention to that. Rig, you don't have low light vision, do you? Or dark vision at all?
It'll probably be at least. I mean, it's.
She's backlit. You can see her.
I mean,
What would
this
that
room
be
should be lit. Well, I mean, a little bit. We have open doors.
Mm-hmm.
We also came like first thing in the morning.
Yes.
There's fires all around.
Yeah,
Where'd
but the
that-
only source of light from outside is this doorway. It'd be under like senses.
You don't think Karen gonna get it?
It'll be spilled out there on your
On the sheet.
in the things where it says passives.
Oh, yeah, then no. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. Just for my own information. But I need Brown Bear Xylea. I need Lopal, which I'll roll, Mist, and Rain to give me strength saving throws.
16.
Yep, that's a save.
10.
Fails.
5.
10 is a fail. 5 is a fail. All right. So that means. And what did you get again, Xylea?
16.
16 you saved, so you will take half. So half of 6. So you take 3 points of force damage. And then Lopal is going to take that. Mist is going to take it, and Rain's going to take it. Oh, sorry. So that's also an additional, because you're hitting objects. Well, and Lopal technically isn't. He's going through a doorway, so he's fine. But Mist and Rain, you're taking 11 points of force damage. You made it.
I'm fucking trying, man.
You kind of get slammed into Mist, but you're still kind of in that square. And then half the movement, she's going to close that door. And then you are in complete darkness. Give me an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Yeah. 2.
Yeah. So that is a miss currently. Xylea, you are up.
Yay!
You have a shut door in front of you.
There's no like little bar. thing.
Well, I can use
Not a
my
miss.
scent, and I have to make sure I'm...
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
but
Let's
there's
try
definitely
it.
a shut door in your face, though.
You should probably KO. That would be awesome.
Just so you know, Go Blue does have dark vision, 60 feet.
That's good.
So he knows where she is at least.
So I can't send her out at all?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but there's definitely a door in your way.
Well, okay, but I'm a bear. I can just... you know,
You wanna?
barge right through.
You're gonna strength it down. You're gonna push the door down.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I got.
Give me strength. Let's see what you got.
Huh. 8.
Not quite, unfortunately.
I'm a bear.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
Do you know how big these paws are? That door should have caught them.
You hit the door, but you also realize that you're also hitting part of the wall, and so you're hitting the wall really well, and kind of the door.
You didn't really get like a running start or anything either, so we can.
Yeah.
So realistically, there's not much I can do.
At this moment, not really.
Okay, fine. It's okay. A bear not
Claws
being
are
able to.
badass,
That
but
must
it
be
really takes
one
an
hell of a
opposable
door.
thumb to really open a doorknob.
Yeah.
How does she look?
She's critical. Yeah. That's it for Xylea. Rain, you are up.
Ilea's killing it.
Rain's back to hammer shit right.
Oh, I'm absolutely right.
Back to hammer
Mhm.
shit. Okay, yes.
And High Pal's still on the ground.
Rain Pal got blasted.
Reed is beat up a little bit on the other side of a wall. Low Pal just got blasted out of the room into the darkness. I'm very well into bloodied as well.
Yeah, we've got a few of these blasts now.
You're bloodied? That's a bad news bear.
That's fine. I have a lot of hit points. It takes a while to get me there.
I'm saying, I'm gonna hang out here. If we're not gonna freaking heal up, it's fun to
I'm
get
going
the
to
fuck
heal
out
you.
of here.
I'm going to keep healing you guys as much as I can. But I mean, I can't. I don't have mass heals. No one has mass heals at our level. So
Right.
it's just every round I'm going one, and they're going damage.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Every round I go heal.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, everybody takes, like, boom, here's
I was doing
60
fine.
damage. Yeah, so
3
I'm
hits
working on
ago.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Well, and you
that's
started pretty depleted too, right?
22. Yeah, like, well, no, everybody should have been pretty much right at full health.
Yeah.
I was down 2 hit points when we started.
But yeah, Rain, what would you like to do?
I'm staying here.
Chilling? Ready to defend yourself just in case?
If I have to, yeah.
Heard.
For however long that'll last.
You'll be fine.
Hope I was going to do that. That's, oh, sorry. 4, 9, 13. Okay. And then this one. 4. Oh, snap. Okay.
But horses are fine.
That's what matters.
Okay.
Reed, you're not bloodied yet, are you?
Not yet.
He's just gonna open the door. The last little bit of movement. It's not like open, but it's unlatched in there. Mist, you are up.
You're the most messed up, so we're gonna throw another heal into you. Healing injection into you for 11 hit points again.
Just the way I picture it in my head, it's like smack, heal, smack, heal.
It's the life of a fighter.
Right.
And then I will push the door open. She's not right here, right? I mean,
No.
I'm communicating with him.
Nope.
Push the door open.
Give
Do I
me-
know where she is?
Yeah, you know she's literally right there. And the rest of this room is.
I'm gonna move over to here. Now, it's bright light 10 and low light, or bright light 5, low light 5.
Yep.
So she's in bright light effectively there. The room's gonna be well enough lit.
Yeah, for sure.
Command Blute to assist Reek. So she will assist him with the stimulant,
Okay.
but not ride him. So he's staying
In the
effectively in this square.
square. Copy that.
So when he moves, he stays a little bit further back.
Reed, you are up.
Step in.
Not having the best of days.
So I'm still being assisted.
And I will say to this person,
Yeah.
if you fall or if you stand down now, you will survive this.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. That's a 7, because I rolled a 9.
Definitely looks like she's in panic
Skeleton.
mode, like getting ready to flail around.
20 something.
Yeah, definitely hit.
9.
Still standing.
Damn it.
I need you to murder her. Mostly. Just murder the life out of her.
Flurry. It's a good thing you did.
Yeah, one hits, one doesn't.
Yep.
4, 7. And then I have this key field attack. I can make one more unarmed strike.
She definitely fell.
You don't make it's not that you, wait, is it?
It says key field attack special. If you spend 1 key point or more as part of your action on your turn, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed strike or monk weapon as a bonus action.
So you already, but you already
the
used
Fury
bonus
Pulse
already
is-
using
So
bonus
the
actions
reason
for it.
what key field attack is it's just like it's kind of like flurry of blows, but if you're using a weapon, because
Oh.
flurry of blows you have to make an unarmed strike. So if you get if you want to be like doing cool stuff with like monk weapons, you can use key field strike.
Gotcha.
And
Okay, I see.
It's almost as good as flurry of blows.
Gotcha.
Rig and Mist, give me dexterity saving throws, please.
21.
That's safe.
Sure.
Did you roll a 20? God damn.
I have a +3 to my death save.
Oh shit.
19.
Definitely. Yeah, both of you save just fine. No piercing damage.
Yeah. The only bad thing I have is my charisma save.
And so far, that's all of your baddies that you've seen at the moment, but
Let's leave. Recuperate.
Rain, give me a perception check.
21.
Yeah, you can hear sounds coming further beyond the door that you're standing next to. With a 21, you can get, it kind of sounds like sound coming from up above, like footsteps up above, and then in towards the center of the building. That's what you're hearing. So you do know that there's at least something else in here moving at the moment, so do with that what you will.
Let's pull out for now. Recuperate. Take some time. And then we can make sure no reinforcements enter this building, and we can whittle it down when we haven't had extensive day.
Works for me.
You guys roll on out. And doing anything with the bodies?
Teeth, 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 teeth.
Checking them.
They mostly kind of exploded out, these shrapnel bits, these spines, and you're noticing where they had teeth were definitely these spiny things. A lot of their flesh was pulled from their bodies when they exploded, and you're seeing like chunks of their muscly meat went with
You
those.
could probably gather up those
Pokies.
spines. You
Yeah.
have this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can literally like collect all of these.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Take
that
these
would be.
friggin' bodies out because I don't need
that
to.
would be
I don't
useful.
need to fight these things again.
Yeah.
Drag them out, at least throw them out by the fence.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's pull out. Let's, I will close all the doors as we leave.
Okay.
Did all the doors open in? They opened out of this main room, right? Into the hallway, into that other room.
Correct.
I will take the bar that was on the door. Well, I guess
Absolutely.
we broke the door open.
This one? Yeah, you broke that
Broke
door.
open, so we're fine.
So,
Um,
and you notice the ones on the inside don't have bars.
Rain, you can have an additional 5 hit points. That's everything I've got there until we rest. Rig,
Damn, buff blade, huh?
let's check this. Rig, you can get 11 hit points.
That was beyond overkill for me, but thank you.
I can't heal you again with my healer's kit. I already healed low pal. High pal can get 11 hit points.
Okay. 11 hit points to high power.
Xylea, are you staying in your bear form?
No, I guess if we're resting, we can get out of
You
it.
can stay in bear form.
How much did you heal low power for?
11. Low pal was 10. High pal was 11.
Yeah, but little halfling me needs more heals than bear.
I'm just not going to heal you while you're bear because I've noticed
No,
that when your
exactly.
wounds heal up and then you leave your bear form, you still have the other wounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I should.
I would
revert.
absolutely understand the correlation between the wounds that you have in bear form and the wounds you have in your normal form are not the same.
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying is that I'll revert.
Once you revert, I'll give you a whopping 10 hit points.
Doing good.
So it's 3 of those. Running low. Not really though. 86 uses left. And then I'll use one on myself as well. One's better. 13 to me. Blute is Didn't tell me. Harmonic is the number who does equal to your artificer level. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Max heal on him. But yeah, I would like to as we rest, move out to the wagons and have Gablute fly up and watch for He'll just kind of do a small patrol and watch for anything entering or exiting the building. If anything enters or exits this building, he would let us know.
Sure.
And then start to. What time in the day is it? We got here pretty
It's
early.
yeah.
We got here at
morning.
dawn. It's been
You got here
what,
pretty
3
early.
hours?
But I mean, no, you spent probably a good half the day
Okay.
investigating for survivors and searching for coin and just any sort of
I was only searching for
I don't know,
survivors.
right.
I was finding coin in places.
things of value, regardless of whether or not other people know you were doing this. This is what you were doing, and survivors, of course. So yeah, you spent a good long while, and yeah, it's probably like early to mid evening. Sun is probably getting ready to start setting on you guys in the next hour or two.
Do we rest here, or do we go and see what's happening at the Lord's estate? We may be met with hostility there. We may find hostility if we stay here. We at least take a short rest. That way people can spend hit die and do their
Let's do
things.
a short.
Pull the short.
Definitely short rested up. Spend your hit die as you must.
You get your hit die back after a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
After the short rest, when people do hit dice and stuff like that, how are people looking?
I'm full up on. I didn't even need hit die. You gave me more than enough.
Good at my job.
Low pal, high pal look good.
The good or at full?
High pal still has a couple of injuries, minor scrapes, but low pal looks completely okay.
I'm alright. Still a little injured.
Oops.
Damn.
9. You can spend one more too if you want. 'Cause you can spend up to half your hit die in a short rest. But 9 is. Oh, 9? Did they already apply it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll let you all decide
So
what
if you
you're
want,
up
you
to.
can spend another hit
Yeah.
die. Night's almost over. We're probably not taking another rest.
Yeah.
That's what they would. And it'd be a D8 plus 1. Or, oh, D10 plus 1, that's right, yeah.
You have to use the rogue one first. So, try it. There you go. Now again.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are good to go. And so everybody's full?
Not full, but I'm doing pretty good.
How far off are you?
4. But still, I'm doing good.
You're probably going to go into an animal form.
Eventually, yeah,
We
since
got
I
there,
just
so yeah.
got back the whole one that I spent.
I'll wait to heal you until you are more damaged.
Yeah.
Because I can
I'll
heal
be
you
good.
right now. I can heal you guys at just the cost of a little bit of herbs. But if I do that, then we have to wait another short rest before I can heal you with my healer's kit again.
I say save.
Your body can only really get so healed from it before you actually recuperate.
Yeah.
So save it for now.
I'm good.
I need a day down to get Blue back. So I can get Blue tomorrow, but the process of getting Blue will cost extra healing.
Yep. Just knocking shit over.
Let's go.
What you gotta do?
I will.
thought you were straight up falling over, dude.
Always. Standing is overrated. So yeah, you're able to short rest just fine. You're just kind of short resting out by the gate.
Just watching the extra stuff.
Okay.
Let's at least go back and look for the rest of the survivors and sleep in numbers, gather up together. If the night's almost over, gather up all the survivors we can. Is the inn no longer on fire?
The inn is no longer on fire. They've started to kind of clear out that like kind of bottom foyer and dining area that they have down there. They've started to attempt to make it kind of like a little refugee spot. Just gonna hang out. They've looked at the structure of the building, and the structural integrity is, like, as far as the outside skeleton's concerned, is really good still. The stuff that has collapsed from the level above has, and everything else that remains is pretty solid. So they've cleared it out. They've started to kind of put people out in like bedrolls and
Do you want to just go there for now?
people rested up.
I'll go there.
Yeah.
Spend the night.
Mhm.
I won't do excessive work, but throughout the night I will just be working on clearing out rubble. Working on. I still have the carpenter's tools, so I'll just be working on reinforcing anything that needs to be built. But while doing this on a very light rest thing up until
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. Easy enough to do. You get your sleep. Very good, very good. Well done, well done, well done.
Was getting back to Crossroads and then resting a milestone or no?
Discovering and doing all this is not quite a milestone. On the precipice.
Hey, John, you grab that end of the table?
Yep.
You really just got a level. Fuck
No.
you guys.
Come on.
You just
spell.
mentioned that we were like right on the edge of different levels, and I didn't know.
Yes, yeah.
'Cause our first mission was to go out to Crossroads and then come back, or leave Crossroads, go south and come back.
Yeah.
But we got back and it was on fire.
Yes.
Problematic.
Which wasn't the plan.
You must basically re-secure it. Kind of.
All over again.
But yes, you sleep well through the night. It's a longer rest because you're pretty much kind of bunking down at sunset, and not a whole lot of chatter. Most people are just kind of in shock and kind of keeping to themselves. Doesn't really seem like there are any families that are together. It just seems like a bunch of random strangers were all saved. Some people recognize each other, but only by appearance, and so they're not very talkative. You have like the occasional one or two people that'll converse just for a little bit, like, where'd you come from, you know, good to have you here, glad you made it. But it mostly just peters out in this awkward silence for most of the night. Chadicus and Delwind stay with everybody as well. They're kind of there, but they definitely passed out. You guys came back and they were sleeping, basically. But yeah, that's a good night's sleep with a long rest.
How much of the exterior wall do we know is damaged?
Of the inn?
Of the Crossroads.
Of the Crossroads. Most of the exterior wall is built from stone, so most of the exterior wall is completely intact. There are these couple of guard stations in each of the corners, and then at the entrances, they sustained a lot of like fire damage. All the wooden stuff that kind of provided shelter above them has since been burnt down.
But the actual exterior is set.
Yes, the actual exterior is still solidly there. These
Skeletons,
tents
each
and
square is
everything,
20
all of
feet
this
or-
is raised. Like those don't exist.
What's the scale on this? 20 feet squares?
Yes. Yeah, roughly. Yeah. It's not 100% exact, but yes.
Roughly, yeah, it's close enough. That just gives me a feel. And then this is the sanitarium. This is the Lord estate.
Which means the Lord's estate is roughly where that chair is.
I'm so disappointed in myself for helping this worthless civilized city.
They're worth something. Some of them, anyway.
I would like
Like
to
a
start
treasure?
setting up groups. Is anybody still injured significantly? I know I healed them multiple times.
You healed all of the random people that you found. Seem to be completely patched up and fine. They're still in shock, but they don't have any scrapes on them anymore. They're well taken care of.
Burns are healed and such, yes.
Yeah.
I could have used them. for
Some
weaponry.
scarring here or there, but most of them look in tip-top shape. Most of their clothes are all tattered and ashy and gross.
Like they are.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
because they were beat to hell.
Good.
Almost
Yeah.
all of them died. A
Now their external matches their internal.
little bit.
We need to set up patrols and start moving through and seeing if there's any survivors in the exterior of this place. Gabloot literally is just doing this. Has there been any movement in or out of the sanitarium?
Nope. He will note that there is a back door as well as a front door pretty much on the opposite side of the building, and there is no movement in or out.
Okay.
And it's patrols.
He will keep just doing his laps. High enough up that he's just kind of doing little circles and watching for that.
Sure.
What is this building again?
That's like a barracks, and that has been burnt to the ground.
No more barracks?
No more barracks. Like there's maybe a skeleton of its blueprints on the ground, like exterior wall barely, but yeah, just rubble, dead wood, ash.
I would like to, just have people, anybody who's surviving, lots of them, I ask nothing of you for my healing services. We just need to clear out this area. Anything that is in the interior walls, burnt trees, burnt buildings, structure needs to be removed, brought to the exterior, so we can fortify this. The missing wall on the far side needs to be built up. If we can take anything we can, and if we can bring any rubble or anything like that, we can create a makeshift wall on this side down here so that we have two entry points. If any remaining guards can patrol the wall. Is the wall wide enough that people can walk along it? Yeah. Patrol the wall and look for any extra incursions. We need to re-establish this place so we can find out what's going on. Nobody has come in or out of the sanitarium through the evening, so we're good on that.
As you're kind of addressing everyone, they all are just kind of like eyeing up at you, not even really giving it full attention, but Chadicus will definitely say, "Well, you heard him. Let's all pool in together. Pick ourselves up. There's no use in sitting here and waiting around to die. Let's give our best effort."
Someone knows how to get shit done around here.
I lose the healing dart for the day, but I can rebuild up Blute. Bring Blute in and have Blute start flying about 100 feet above the wall, and he's just going to fly around the wall and go through. When he gets to this place here, he'll fly over to Blute, and then whenever he gets close enough to where he's within range of me, he'll flash in and just give me basically like a thumbs up, thumbs down if Gabloop has seen anything.
Mm.
So Bloop's patrolling, Gabloop's patrolling. We're just looking for that.
Yeah, everything that it could see, there's no movement in or out of the sanitarium. The patrol around the outside of the wall for Bloop, give me a perception check.
He's actually good at this. He's not good at this. The other one's good at this. That's an 8.
8. Yeah, with an 8, I mean, he's picking up wildlife, normal things, the people that are kind of going in and out of the different noble houses. But nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Doesn't look like there are any other survivors at the time, at this moment. Nothing out of the ordinary. No weird tracks in or out at this point from what you discovered yesterday.
Can I try to roll again to figure out what in God's green earth that necklace is that
Yeah,
bit of a hag gave me?
absolutely. You can spend an hour. I mean, you can even do this the night before. But go ahead and give me a nature check. Nature or Arcana, whichever you prefer.
If you need, I can look at it as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna 17.
17, yeah. Much better than last time. You would know after spending an hour with this and wearing it, you have a feeling that you could control the wild magics that are kind of infused within you. So effectively, I would roll, or you would roll for 2 outcomes on your wild surge instead of 1, and you would get to choose which one happens.
Oh.
So it gives you just
So just roll.
a little
2
hair
different-
of control over it.
Roll 2 different.
As in you get to pick which number.
Yeah. So instead of like fireballing your party, you could enlarge yourself. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so
God,
she
could you
so it's not just
imagine?
picking a number and you rambling off. She would actually have the choice of which one.
Well, she gets to roll twice and pick either one.
Okay, well
I
that
just
is.
don't know exactly.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. So she still doesn't get to choose the effect.
Say
It's just
Yeah.
the number.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, it's
and
just the
I-
number. Okay.
Have no idea
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's why we all turned into bears at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah,
is
it
kind
was
of
good. It was good. Was there a specific name for that? Because I was looking through my inventory and I realized it was not there.
Let me go ahead and I'll add it to you.
Okay.
I think we should probably reach out to the Lord, see what we can do. Clearing out all dead trees in this area would be a good option. Can you, Zaylia, reach out to the Fae and see if they offer any assistance?
Yeah. I can.
I know it's
Just
they
been-
don't like that the Crossroads was built here, but it wasn't the people of the Crossroads who caused the massive damage to this forest area.
Yeah, you're right. I'll kind of exit beyond the wall and talk to them because I know they've been present since we've been
Sure.
walking here.
Yeah. Give me a. Just give me either perception or investigation, whichever one you want. Looking for them.
Every fucking time. 12.
Yep.
Who needs this when you just throw it over fucking thing every time? I think that's 3 or 4 times.
Just going out there and looking, You're seeing signs that they have been here, but you're not seeing any movement or anything saying that they're here now.
What signs do I see, and can I tell if it's like recent or if it's just general?
You're
Like,
seeing things that have
day.
been kind of like druid crafted, and it almost seems to be memorial-like. So most of the trees that have been burnt and have fallen, since they've been put out, almost have like little like flower shrines, just very, very small, minute little flower shrines put on top of like the stumps where they fell and things like that. So you can tell that they've had activity in this area, and actually a lot of what you'd expect to be like burnt twigs and branches that would just leave piles and piles of debris and slightly more flammable objects depending. A lot of that has been cleaned up or spread out and crunched down to be more like a mulch. So you can tell that like something has gone through this area, and you're certain that it's probably the Fey folk of the woods that have kind of slowly begun to tend to the trees and the damage.
Is there any sort of like living plant nearby, or it's all burnt?
Not really seeing anything living. You're seeing the magically created plants from Druidcraft, and some of those have a little bit of life to them, but you're not seeing anything naturally living.
I'll go ahead and use my Druidcraft and contribute to the shrines and kind of wander around and see if I can find any additional signs of them.
Take your time, kind of casting and adding.
Yeah.
It probably takes, you're probably doing that for about an hour.
Okay.
And one of the pixies will come up. More of a fairy. Oh no, it's a sprite. It's a sprite. Will come up to you outside of the walls, but come flying up, and he seems to be kind of familiar. He's got a bow and like a sword on him, but he's definitely tiny, like a foot tall, foot and a half tall. Big old dragonfly.
2 feet
wings.
taller.
Yeah. But comes flying up, and I'll say, "How is it within the walls?"
It's bad. I don't like humans. I don't like these constructed, developed places. However, I can advocate that this was not entirely their fault. And I hate admitting to things like that, but we do need your help.
Of course, we are trying to deal with the damage on the outside right now. But from what some of my scouts tell me, is this was, something even more external than these woods. Something that did not come from the Crossroads. So, it is good to hear that confirmed from within the walls.
Yeah, and we have no idea.
Number of survivors, roughly? Do you know?
An okay amount, but we still lost a good chunk.
Is it 42?
You had saved.
Remember.
I think it was like 23 people.
23 people.
23 people, not including Jack's and Dylan, I think. Pull it up.
40. That might have been how many charges I used.
Yeah. I have a million pages. Yeah, you saved 6 horses and 23 people. And that's that you've confirmed just within that first day.
Mm-hmm.
Not including you guys. That number is including Chadicus and Delland. Because you saved 21 people with them.
So 23 total and 9 horses.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Horses?
9 horses. You let 6 go and you healed 3, so a total of
That's
9
right,
horses. Yeah.
Can we regain any of those 9 horses and get it back?
Yeah, you have all of them. And horses would have gone just about as far as the wall in Mount Lift.
So, if we can get your help, that would be awesome. I know the association, but it seems like the creatures and sheet metal that I stumbled upon, they're all right. They're not too bad. And if we can have a center point for all of us to kind of work out of, start developing more of a process to figure out the blight, especially with the sanatorium there, I think that would be good.
Kind of looks confused. Sanitarium there, what is that?
There's Hag, I made wonderful knitted things with. She had said something about the sanatorium and the Crossroads that may contain some information on the blight. She had said that there was a point in time where it was potentially almost healed, where the cure was found, but then something happened, and we don't know what. That screwed all of that up.
Sure. Well, I mean, if she gave you that knowledge, it must have come at a great price, so I do apologize for that. But
Still don't know what it is.
it's a noble thing to have been given such information at such a sacrifice. I hope that the information that she gave was accurate.
We have yet to see anything major come out of there, and we have not investigated yet. We just need to rebuild what we can to fortify it.
I can get some of my people more on the trees. It might be best to clear out what was up against the walls, and we can try and make this a more definitive civilized area and protect it from more raging flames, and hopefully that'll keep the forest to the south in better shape.
Ideally. And the more creatures that we can get on the side of us, maybe the better. So if we help them, they help us.
Well, I mean, we can obviously help, and we intend to. But as far as like the goblins further to the south, they kind of do their own thing. And any other creatures, like it seemed like elves that came through. I feel like most of them are welcome elsewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll check in regularly with you, and if there's anything, more substantial within the walls that you might need help with, as far as clearing out trees, things like that, we can help with that as well.
The clearing out of trees would be nice.
Sure. It will take me a little bit of time to spread the word, but we can make that happen.
Help us help, and that's all I can ask for.
Excellent. And he kind of flits away and ducks behind a log and out of sight.
Comes putzing into mist.
Hmm.
Kind of tap on.
I didn't say anything, just ding ding.
On his, and like, hi, I did the thing. They said that they would help. That's what you get for, being nice to nature. Not burning things out of random. Unfortunately, how we met you. So, we're getting help.
Because random things don't burn on their own. We need to clear the forest that's been destroyed directly around here to create a perimeter where we can walk, where we can see where this is defended. It's going to take time, it's going to take help. If that's what they want to do.
We do want the help.
They can pull anything from there. I think we need to go speak to the Lord. See what he knows of why this happened.
Ideal. I probably should be the person that talks.
Jennifer Sindolan, do you guys know why this happened?
I wish. It seemed like the Lord was on edge pretty much since you had arrived and left. I would say that he knew more than he ever let on, but he didn't do anything. If he had known about this, there was no extra guard, there was no extra patrols. Just happened in broad daylight. All of a sudden we were under siege, and then there was chaos and nobody here to really take command, and I assumed that he was just where he always is, which is inside. Occasionally if goblins attack, he'll come out and put on a show, but I don't know. And he kind of looks over at Delwyn, and Delwyn says, well, as far as we understand, he just never showed his face during the siege.
Thinks the hag wasn't lying about what a prick he is. She did one truthful thing.
I think he's all about self-preservation. I don't think that he tries to act like a nobleman. He tries to act like he cares for these people. He cares about money. He cares about his comfortable lifestyle he made for himself, and the rest is whether he feels like it or not. Jack is kind of pipes up. As I said, I never saw him, and it doesn't look like he did either, so our guess is that he is boarded up in his keep. That's where he's been. I'm sure he's got enough food in there to make himself fat for the coming months of nobody living here if it came to that.
Well, we will go speak to him. As of now, Crossroads is burned down. We will build something else, and if he is boarded up inside there as we build it up, I feel that he no longer has ownership. So we will start to build this place up. Let's go speak with the Lord.
We'll make sure that things keep progressing. Thank you all again. I don't think we would have made it out of there had you not arrived when you did. All these people are grateful and in your debt.
I didn't know your kind could be grateful.
It's understandable.
You're closer to him biologically than you are to the tree people.
Tree people? Tree people? Really? They're more than just tree people.
Is that a slur?
I feel like that's a really
Right.
piss poor
Shattuck
judgment.
is definitely just lets out this gutter like, you all are amusing. Please, treat each other well. Yeah, friends are hard to come across these days. Until, kind of walk on out, go meet up with a crew that's already started to pull like all the wood that fell from the stables next door, and they're starting to gather what they can that might be usable and get rid of the rest. Kind of goes over there. Delwyn just sort of shrugs and says, best of luck to each of you. My guess is if he's boarded himself up in there, he's not going to be one to want to come out or talk, but you all are more persuasive than we are, so good luck.
I feel like there's no way that that's true.
Yeah, I don't see that, but okay.
Are you the persuasive one?
He says, look, as far as the Lord is concerned, we are his servants. Anybody employed by him that he gives a paycheck to listens and is supposed to be at his beck and call. We attempted to get response from him. We looked for him. We've tried to contact him since the night yesterday, and nothing. So surely you can make more of a ripple than we
He's
can.
talking to you.
That's the strike. I can sit on your shoulder, just perch up there and growl at him if you need
It doesn't help
like
at
a
all.
Gargoyle on mist.
I don't understand necessarily the dealings of people, but I know that growling would not be beneficial.
When in doubt, do some growling.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if he is just consistently argumentative, why not? No harm, no foul. People can kind of get a little intimidated when a little thing, like, calls up somebody and sits on their
This
shoulder.
is the stables, right?
Yes.
And the stables is fully
It's not
destroyed?
gonna
Burned down, yeah, destroyed fully. Pulling scrap wood and stuff from it.
Come on, miss.
Do you want a
Tell me
marker?
that That's not
You want
a
to use
good
one of the
idea.
markers?
Well, I was gonna I literally have markers right on the side. I just don't keep markers out here because
You don't want them to be
people
on the map. Yeah.
love to grab a Sharpie and accidentally hit the table with Sharpie.
Mark the table.
I can't tell you how many times we've had little, on the old board, some of those like bleach spots, stuff like that, where somebody was just like taking those with Sharpie on the freaking table because they thought they grabbed the
Sorry.
pieces free and they didn't.
But
Well, if you take a drag race and go over permanent, it usually wipes right up.
On certain things, not on these maps, it didn't work as well as you'd hope.
Understand? Go fuck myself.
that's gone.
That's what I'm saying.
The stables are gone. All of those orange red squares.
These?
Yep, those were all mostly like tents or like small wooden, basically like
Market structure.
Like huts.
awnings and huts and yeah, market structure. Those have all been burned down for sure. The other buildings, including the inn, those are all just, they've sustained a lot of fire damage, but they are standing and able to be saved with time to work.
Well, luckily, since you guys aren't blighted, we have plenty of time.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys slept. I'll need Constitution saving throws from each of you.
Each of us?
Yeah, except for Mist, of course.
Nine.
Do what?
Constitution saving throw for the previous night.
I'm guessing all these tents are gone?
Yes. Yep, those are all gone.
30-20?
30-20. Well done.
I got 22.
22 heard. Xylia? 9.
So you did okay on rolls for the first, 2 minutes?
Oh,
Right back to square one.
perfect. Through the night, you're looking around. You're not finding low pal or high pal at the moment. Like right when you wake up, and you're kind of setting up all these plans to go and investigate, and you've had your talk with Chaticus and Delwind. Xylia, you've gone out and you've spoken with the sprites. And about kind of late morning, you'll see High Pal just like walking through the streets, just kind of like zoned out. And anytime anybody looks at him, he kind of like emulates what looking like him and his brother is. But he appears to be looking for something. And you all will kind of notice this because it's the one fucking traveler on the path. And obviously, low pal and high pal stick out like sore thumbs. But yeah, high pal is just kind of like walking and slowly looking
What are
around.
you looking for?
Oh, Mist, you. I'm looking for you.
I'm not doing a good job. You walked up to me while looking for things.
Yes, right. But I saw you. That's why I'm here. I was looking for you and the others. And he kind of like stops and is like processing.
Where is Lopal?
Right. Lopal is hurt. He needs medical attention. He's doing worse. He is. And he kind of like blanks out again. Just glazed over look.
Inside check. I don't like this. He seems weirder than normal.
And you all can kind of gather up and be there.
Let's look for Lopal.
Right. My brother, he's not well.
Turn around and walk the way you came.
Yes. Right.
Follow you.
Yes. Right.
Just about there.
And he kind of turns around and he starts walking back towards that front of town. And over, kind of behind the like guard structure, stone structure, you will find Hypal, who is currently like...
You mean Lopal?
Oh yeah, sorry. Lopal, yeah. Lopal kind of curled up like underneath the shade of the tower and just like hood up and just like kind of balled up, sitting down against the stone wall. As you approach, each of you give me insight checks.
18?
18?
14.
Insight?
Mhm.
8.
What did you get? 14. 14. Yeah, so the two of you will see, like, he's got a book open, and it kind of looks like he's talking to himself a little bit. The two of you with the insight will notice, like, his body language is clutched like he's in pain, and he's definitely, like, chanting something, and there appears like he is focused on himself. Like whatever he's chanting and looking into his book, he seems to be like ignoring what's out past him. Doesn't even hear you guys as you approach, and is just sort of like chanting and just kind of like focusing on himself. The two of you give me perception checks as you approach as well, since you got this. Xylia, not you guys.
14.
Not yet.
17.
Not yet.
I knew that.
14 and 6. So 14 missed. You'll notice that underneath you can see like the tips of his fingers kind of out from his robes and kind of the backs of his hands. Mostly the hood is still covering his face, but it looks like his body is like in cinders. Like it looks like if you lit up a piece of coal and then just kind of let it die out a little bit, that's what the tips of his fingers look like. Just like singed and kind of just the slightest little bit of embers on his hands and fingers.
You guys do me a favor. One of the three of you take Hypal to the inn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys start to walk, and Hypal is just sort of stopped, probably a good 20 feet away, and just kind of like staring at his brother, but just zoned out. You guys try and grab him and move him.
Yeah, just kind of. Are you okay?
Hey, yeah, my brother though. Are you helping him?
Yes.
I will help your brother. Can you go to the inn and set up a place for me to bring him?
Of course. Yeah.
Were you with him before he was in this state? Like, do you...
What state?
Like
He's always in this
him
state.
sitting, what happened before he ended up here, sitting and reading and
Do more
chanting?
territories, yeah.
Says, well, he was with you guys. We were sleeping. We did that, you know, because you guys were too. And yeah.
Is anything of what he's saying familiar to you?
Familiar to. So, what are you asking?
The language that he's chanting.
Yeah.
Asking if he knows what he's chanting.
Yeah.
He's chanting? I didn't. Mm-mm.
I'll look at you, Rain. Tell you. His exposure may be severe. I don't want to spread to you guys.
I've already been exposed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of time is what I see it.
Yeah.
Some are faster than others.
You're acting stranger than normal.
Okay, I can call us to fire town. How
I
about we? I've got
Just
to plague the town.
Usually you're better about acting.
She hears fire all the time, anyways. So
true.
does
Uh-huh.
Low Pal, who
Yeah.
isn't going to hear fire anymore here in a minute. If you guys can just get the hell out of my way.
Is he not acting weirder to you guys, or am I just...
He's acting weird. Let's get into the inn.
Yeah.
You'll take care of my brother?
Yeah?
Miss is going to take care of your brother. Let's go to the inn.
You don't want at least
Okay.
one of us here. I'm pretty good at medicine, if I do say so myself.
Take Hypo
Okay.
to the inn.
Okay.
And he goes, and he's mostly just like zonked, and occasionally, I mean, like, you get maybe 50 feet away, like you're kind of just walking because he's sort of slow, and he'll like realize that he's walking with you guys and just kind of like get all chipper for a second, and then just like kind of forgets what he's doing and goes back to just walking.
What is going on with you?
What do you mean? We're going.
You're spacier than normal. Usually
To-
you're like a little bit more on top of it.
Just tired because, and he looks around. I'm just
You know something.
tired.
Why did you look around?
Well, I mean, a lot has happened recently. So give me an insight check.
16.
Seems like he's trying to act like he remembers why he's here. It doesn't seem like he knows where he is or what has happened recently. It seems like he's taking in information from around him and just saying, like, yeah, this is normal. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Does not seem like he's got memory to him. He's like trying to fill in gaps of information.
What is the last thing you remember exactly?
Well, I'm talking to you.
Prior to talking to me.
Well, I remember we were doing some stuff,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then we're walking.
My God, he just turned into Joe
What
Biden.
else?
Repeat phrase.
I was gonna say we just got our episode title, but I don't think we want to give him any more press than he already gets.
As they walk away,
Mhm.
I would like to take out one of my actual acid vials, hand it to Groot,
Mhm.
take out another acid vial, hand it to Groot,
Mhm.
fly up, approach on the wall right above
Lopal.
Lopal. I will walk over to Lopal, standing about 5 feet away from him, and I will say, Lopal, morning has come. And I'll hold out a vitality cube. I don't wish for you to be sick.
He stops his chanting, and you notice when he does, the cinders tend to take hold, and he actually kind of immolates just the faintest little bit, just like as if, like a small little like paper lit on fire. Just the tiniest little orange flames coming off of his body, and his flesh kind of starts to soften as he takes it from you. And he winces at it, but he doesn't say anything. He eats the cube, and when he does, you see the cinders brighten up on him and the flames kind of lick further, and he just, and he goes back into his book, and he kind of looks down at it, and he begins chanting again. You see the flames kind of almost seem to like pool back into his body, and it kind of has those coal embers in his flesh again.
Small little black tube comes out of my wrist. I will look to Lopal, and as 2 vials fall towards him, say, "Explain to me what you're reading." And douse him with a, so that's 2 acid vials and a organic corrosion experiment. That's a dex save.
Which he willingly is not going to. Yeah, he's just going to take it. Give me the acid damage from those.
Oh, wow. 5, 10. It'll be 18 points of acid damage.
Excellent.
Could be better.
Without a word, as he's chanting into his book, the acid falls onto him. And when the acid hits, it immediately reacts and bubbles. And his robes kind of deflate. They take a decent amount of the acid damage as he basically falls into a puddle. And when the acid kind of runs through his body, you notice that he almost immediately just turns to like ash and lit cinder. And there's kind of a cloud of ash and red and green mist left over, and just sitting plainly closed perfectly, kind of in the center of his robes where they fell, is just this large tome, beautifully well kept, doesn't even seem to have been affected by any of this. And Lopal is going
I will take out the staff that I have. The staff of fire, I'll take out and say, I think this is irony that gave you a different gift today. And then I will put the staff and the book into bag holding. I will have Blute and the Blute come down and just kind of scatter around the ashes, just move them about.
Mm.
And I will head to the inn.
Absolutely. Rolling on towards the end.
What happens to High Pal?
High Pal is just zoned.
Are you okay? Kind of pushes on him a little bit.
Be careful, the skin might fall off.
Kind of like looks up at you and says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Did anything like trigger kind of how you're feeling, or kind of? Are you worried about your brother?
My brother, yes.
Have you ever been here before?
Sure.
Sure. Define sure.
Well, I'm here now. Had to have been here at least a little before.
A little before.
Sure.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your last sure was pretty accurate on currently being here, so.
I'll stay with him though. I will be right back.
Oh, you want me to stay with him?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's going on. I'm bombed my inside check. I have no clue what's going on, so I'm gonna go get somebody who knows. I'm gonna run and find Mist and come quick. There's something wrong with Highbow.
Xylea's about to lose her shit.
Yeah, he just zoned.
When you come out running up, I'll come up to you, or I'll get to you. Say, Highbow is dead. His bond to this world is based off of something with his brother.
Oh, that's
His
a thing.
brother has failed. Will no longer be traveling with us.
What?
It's too bad.
What?
He came to me. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
With you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Ah, that's right, you did go.
Then you should attend to Lopal then.
Lopal is not yet failed.
Low pallet is dead. High pallet.
Or, sorry, Highbow is
Oh
not
yeah,
yet.
yeah, you got me.
I was saying, Lopal is Highbow has not yet failed. He's resilient to the blight. We will keep him around for as long as we can, but I don't know how long the magics will sustain him. After scattering the majority of it, take just a little bit of dust, fly over top of the sanitarium, sprinkle some dust over top of it.
Okay.
When I walk in, I'll come in and say, "Hi, pal. My brother was brought to the sanitarium. We will attempt to infiltrate it after we speak with the Lord."
Sure. Sure. He kind of looks around at each of you for a second and then just re-zones back out. So, that being said, what all would you all like to do? Go and speak with the Lord, if possible?
Speak with the Lord.
I would like to speak with the Lord. You can see I'll pull out, he pulls out his book and he's writing some stuff down. I'll put it away.
I've done a lot of the same thing, just writing in the book, just logging what's happening. I've now started a chapter of my own because now I'm infecting myself, so now I'm cataloging my own as well.
Absolutely.
Finish writing your notes. What all would you like to do? You walk up to the Lord's estate. The gate is not locked or anything, and no guards are standing outside. As you approach through the pathway, all of the statues that were there are shattered and crumbled to the ground. You vaguely remember that they depicted the Lord Zima. The greenhouse and porch area that stood at the entrance to his keep is shattered, destroyed. All the living plants that were in it have been wilted and burned. Most of the porch area is burnt to nothingness. But the first like 10, 15-ish feet of this building, just like the sanitarium, was all stone, and it stands solidly with scorch marks on the outside, but solid it stands. What would you like to do?
No growling. You won't let me.
I'm not in control of what it is you want to do, but I just don't think it would be beneficial.
I guess I
I'll
guess
take
I-
a do, yeah, sure. Lord Zima, we've returned from the south. We have fought off some of the elves that were causing this fire. I want to know what you know.
You sound familiar. What was this again?
Am I a joke to you?
Maybe. What was this again?
This is the adventuring group. Went to the south. Rain, mist, the high pal, low pal. Lord Zilo has not, or Lord
Xylo?
sorry, Lord Xylo has not returned with us. He stayed home.
Of course he did. Makes perfect sense. What do you want? There's hardly anything left.
We want to speak with you about what happened to the south, what was causing the spread of the blight, your wife and what she told us, other hags and other hag magic. You know, the normal day-to-day.
You hear him kind of whisper something off to somebody standing nearby, and you hear a giant plate sliding. And the door, double doors, massive in front of you, just open up, and you see a couple of servants, just very nice, semi-formal garb, waiterly, kind of like button up, a few white shirts, black pants, and like little arm cloths. Two gentlemen open up the doors for you and show you in. And at the base of the stairway that kind of leads up into the upper level, you see, just sort of kind of like leaning on the edge of his steps, the Lord Zima. This guy. That dude. He says, wow. Oh, you leave. You say you spoke with some hag and then my city is burning. Maybe you have more answers for me than I you. Come in.
Burning because of elves, not because of hags.
Yes. Elves, not just any elves, you know, because Tornwind is fine, but these elves are not of there. Did not think that they would ever come this far south. But here we are. Of course, why not raise a merchant town? Why not burn it to the ground? Why not just get rid of a place of neutral civilization? Why not?
Tornwind was responsible. Was it Tornwind responsible for this?
No, absolutely not.
Crusade?
Maybe Resadians, but I would think Namlians are the cause. We were told that an army in all black was marching from Namlio through Resade and was making their way just north of here, but that's the only information I had about any forces marching. Give me an insight check.
4.
Yeah. Seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah, whoever tells me the truth. Obviously.
Obviously. He's always told you the truth this entire time you've known him.
Believe you? Really?
I see you are a couple members short, not to include Lord Xylo. Tell me, did your adventure to paradise serve you as well as he promised?
It was very serving for us. We got a wagon. We got some horses.
Wow.
We got a few other items that were beneficial to us in dispatching one of 3 hags that made a coven to the south that were creating further blight. Destroyed one location of such. The other location, though, we found who is said to be Lady Zima. I'll pull out the notes of her travels.
She's very good at knitting. Do you know that?
Oh, I'm sure she is. She's had a long time to knit. Wonderful. I'm sure her and her magics are continuing to serve people as positively as ever.
Tell me how she came to be exiled.
Well, she was actually the curator and person in charge of the sanitarium when we had first built it. Seemed she had lengthy conversations with our advisors to the south in order to build a successful sanitarium. These lords and ladies of Bardisum, who offered extensive knowledge on how to care for the sick and the blighted as well. My daughter was infected with the blight because my wife was teaching her magics, and the lady pursued her teachings and was searching for a cure and knew these magics were outlawed, seemed to only exacerbate the infection within my daughter, and so I had my guard remove her. She was exiled for practicing forbidden magics, for endangering the town of those who were blighted.
She had mentioned that they had gotten close to finding a cure, and then something happened.
Oh, yes.
Can you elaborate?
Absolutely. Yes. Her and I don't even know what you would call them. Her pupils, women close to her, underneath her in the sanitarium, they got in touch with something, I think, from further south. I think that Partisoon is completely to blame for it, since the sanitarium is all their idea, and they're the ones who advise all of the major nations that have survived the Blight up until now on how to deal with this. Yes, I think that they thought they were finding a way to cure it. But all I ever saw during my visits, for the short amount of time that I was allowed to visit, was that things were getting worse.
How so, and what were they doing?
They were chanting in weird languages. They were burning candles. They were bringing in small animal and beast kind within the sanitarium, never to be seen having left. They were provided food, so they had no need to go out and hunt it. But the few people that I had left that were, I guess, employed by her and working in the sanitarium informed me that they were sacrificing these animals and doing blood rites, attempting to make deals with abyssal kind and devil kind and
Otherworldly tentacle creatures.
yes, as a matter of fact.
What did you do with the stone that was left after your daughter died?
I never witnessed my daughter die. She's, from what I understand, still within those walls. She'd be a grown woman by now, but what the Blight took of her, I just assumed she never made it.
You haven't gone in.
The young girl who turned to a pile of dust before you, leaving just a glowing stone, is not your daughter?
You mean insight check?
1.
He is straight up lying to you. He's just saying, I never watched, I never saw anything like that happen to my daughter. I was kicked out of my own sanitarium. I've never seen anything like that.
But if you got rid of your wife, why wouldn't you go in to check for your daughter? That love between parents and their kids tends to be very strong enough to go see if they can be rescued.
Can I throw an insight check?
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's not very good, but
No, don't speak that kind of negativity in the air, man.
natty 20.
God
See,
damn.
what did I just say?
Seems confused. Genuine. Does not... He either doesn't have memory, or this literally never happened. He's giving you as accurate information as he can. And actually, seems like he's giving over more information than he wanted to. But yeah, there's a spark in him. Like, he's all of a sudden hopeful. Like, he was down, beaten down, distraught. Like, when you guys came in, it looked like he was just deflated and didn't give a shit anymore. But since you started talking, he's like finding his breath and excitable and almost in a panic, but in a, he has to do something sort of way. But to answer your question, Xylia, he says, no, I sent a couple of my men to go for me, to try and go in once I had exiled her, and the people working within would not let them enter.
But you can go yourself? For your kid?
I can't.
Why?
They don't let you in. They don't let you in. It's the great lie of every single one of these great nations, that the lords or lording bodies over their towns have access to these places. They are given permission so long as they abide by the rules. When I kicked out my ex-lover for her really treason against our nation's laws, our nation, the Crossroads laws, they denied me access. We could not enter.
He's also clearly a little bit of a coward.
Yeah, you're.
Why did
you're
you board
right.
up your place and leave all you people outside to die?
You wouldn't even help them.
These are not my people. They're not my people.
Like you to go to the bathroom.
These are not my people. These are people who come through. They use the spaces that's provided to them. They get free stuff and they pass through. That is over 3/4 of any given person in this city. That is what they do. There are maybe 10 families that have actually stayed, and we have made deals. They live as free people underneath me. We all work to maintain the laws.
We'll pull out carpenter stool. This carves into wood. Helps me shape it. The reason it does that is because it's what I made. I made this tool. It functions exactly as I made it. You made Crossroads. It functions exactly as you made it.
Yes.
You even call it the Crossroads. It is a place for travelers to move through.
Of course.
You made a respite for travelers, but you hold resentment towards them for being travelers. If you want something greater, you should have built something greater.
Yes, maybe you are right. But alas, I built the Crossroads.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but you did not help the people. You only helped yourself. You didn't even help the 10 families that have stayed here. You didn't help the innkeepers. You didn't help the stable masters. You didn't help the guards that you pay to protect the walls that protect your place.
It's their job as guards.
It is your job as a leader.
Oh. I am Merchant Lord Zima. I am not Lord of the Crossroads. I am not General Zima. I think you assume more responsibility or ability for someone of my station.
I regret to inform you, but you are no longer Merchant Lord Zima. There are no merchants to lord over. There are no merchant buildings. There are no merchant stands. You are just Zima now. Your grand protected house in the middle of a burnt down city.
That is okay.
200 feet away from your blighted daughter who you refuse to help.
If what you say is true, she's become a pile of dust. There was nothing I could have done for her in the first place.
Somebody became a pile of dust. You have a gemstone.
somewhere, which may be part of the cure to this. Glowing stone. You would have been the one who saw it, Reek, the best. We kind of got information secondhand. If you want to describe, or if I would ask you to describe the stone to him.
Yeah.
I personally, me.
Mm-hmm. You were the one who got the vision.
Well, I mean, like, no, me as a person, I don't think I was here for
You
that.
were not. Yeah. But you would be able to relay that information. It was a purple. That was like pinkish purple.
I just heard glowing stone. I don't remember exactly what color.
Yeah. So basically, you had this vision with the Lady Zima out on the island on the lake, and what she showed you is like you basically felt like you fast traveled into the sanitarium, and you saw all of yourselves standing in front of a young woman, and appeared to basically turn into crystal, and then there was almost like a whirlwind of crystal, and then she effectively burst from your point of view and kind of levitating for a moment and falling into the dust was a very finely carved like diamond like gemstone piece, like a pinkish purpley color. This seemed to kind of pulse a glow. And after that, you had a vision of the stone being placed. It was the Lady Zima in front of the Lord Zima, and you're kind of standing there witnessing it. With tears streaming down the Lord Zima's face, blood kind of pooling out of his hands, the Lady Zima placed the crystal into his hand. And then you were ripped from that perspective and that point of view, and you saw yourself kind of standing amongst like a circle of these cloaked figures that seemed to have like these tentacles draping from their hoods, and your vision raised up to see a large gaping maw of this black mass, like burning black eyes above them, so mostly just a silhouette, but this massive like shadowy dragon in front of you, and it breathed blackness at you, and that's when you kind of woke up from your vision with the Lady Zima. You describe that
Yeah.
as much or as little of it as you
Yeah.
want. He says, I've never seen anything like that. My daughter was paralyzed, unable to move. I was able to visit her chambers and sit beside her bed, but I was never able to have a full conversation with her. She was unresponsive.
If she's still there, we will find out. We are going to enter into the sanitarium, find out what we can.
For that, for whatever it is you find there, any evidence of my daughter, I will give over my entire estate to you. But what I can say of the sanitarium, it is built by something not of this world. Unnatural. Those people who advise these nations, they are manipulative. They deal in old, forbidden magics. And as plain as it may be on the outside, I'm sure there is much more going on within than we know. I do wish you all the success. If I had any equipment that would be beneficial to adventurers, I would give it to you now, but I don't. I've got coin, I've got gemstones, I've got food.
Diamond.
Diamond?
Do you have a pink diamond that glows?
Oh. That diamond? No. I do not. I think that the Lady Zima is luring you into something you cannot handle. But a hag is a hag. Their magics are shrouded in half-truths and dangers and alluring visions. I suppose it is up for you all to decide what you will do with them. So, is that enough background information, or would you like to chastise me more for self-preservation?
We need you and your servants to help clear out the interior of these walls, burnt down trees, burnt down buildings, remove everything we can to further secure it. There was an army outside of here. We've taken out 6 for sure, plus however many bodies I'd seen.
Yeah.
Which I think is a few shy of an army. So at any point they could come back. For now, we need to clear out anything we can, gather survivors, get on the same page.
You would have seen 12 other bodies, so a total of 18 out of scores, from what Jack has told you.
Are there any caves nearby?
That I know of, no. Your best bet would be asking whoever's still alive out there.
Your servants do nothing for you here, and for the time being, it serves this place best if you and them help to fortify this location.
I
Another
understand.
incursion will ensure that your building burns to the ground.
We will assist in the rebuild and cleaning. He kind of pulls a chime and tells the servants that have been kind of standing off to the side to go and gather the others. And some of them will start kind of filing downstairs. Looks like there's about 10, 12 different servants at any given time in this building. And yeah, they will all walk out and start joining the rest of the townspeople in gathering up the debris. Anything else you wish to say to him before he walks out as well? Or anything that you would like to do? Beat his ass.
Yeah.
Hand him an ass whooping.
Please, can we? Want to tag team this one? Damn it!
No, right now. Not
I'm
right
too
now.
small.
I would ask him, do you have any healing potions, healers, kits, anything? You have nothing.
All I had was given you before.
Okay. We should be fine to get set for the rest of the day. I'm not ready for an incursion into the. We'll say this after he's gone. I'm not personally ready for an incursion into the sanitarium today, though there's been no movement in or out viewable from the outside here, so unless they have the means of traveling through some other ways, tunnels, magics, the numbers have not increased. With enough time we can work our way in and hopefully figure out what's going on in there.
Definitely need a rest after that ass beating.
Absolutely. You'll take the rest of the day and kind of rest up, or just kind of help the town keep working at that?
Yeah.
Familiar doing the exterior, homunculus doing the sanitarium. I would like to just work on trying to make another healing potion. Make sure we got some of those on hand. So that's what I focus on for the day.
Easy enough. Give me alchemy or herbalism, whichever.
Alchemy. Ooh, natural 1 for a 7.
Yeah, that's you're getting some progress in on it, but it's just not mixing well enough for you at the moment. And in fact, you're pretty sure that somehow this kind of like blighted piece of these herbs that you found, like these were infected, even though you were certain that they were fresh. Just kind of fizzles out that concoction. You don't catch it until the end when you're like, why the fuck is it not reacting the way it's supposed to? And it kind of just poisons over. So instead of a potion of healing, you have a potion of poison.
Hard.
Which can also be useful.
I have some extremely vague notes about a gem in caves. Is there any sort of check I could do to ensure what in God's green earth I could have meant by that?
No, I can fill it in.
Okay.
The gem is what you would assume would be that. You had a
Because that's all from the hag.
yeah, and I'm trying to remember your vision specifically. You asked if anything had been cured.
Yeah, so, because it was like, place looks like some sort of asylum. Nothing of this land, and this is before we found out it was in the Crossroads.
Yeah, so there was...
What I have from it, has anyone been cured of the blight, and how?
Yeah.
The lady in Primordial said, spirits of this land who have experienced the great and horrible effects of the blight, have you ever witnessed a creature be cured by the blight, and if so, how? She was lifted in the air, ripples of wind about, seeing over the land from the top to the bottom of the land. Looks as if there is an elimination within the Crossroads at a sanitarium or a standalone medical facility. Woman of the Forest says, it saddens me deeply to interpret the vision with you, but it appears that nothing has been cured of blight. There was a chance on the Crossroad, but nothing's happened yet.
Yes.
And then I also have a phrase written down that's lit, stay lit.
Yeah. So when the pulse happened from your vision, as you were kind of looking down over the land, there was a ripple, and there was a pulse in the Crossroads, which, as the interpretation that the Lady Zima gave you, it seemed like the gemstone, once Reed had explained his vision, was the chance in the Crossroads that has yet to come. And then there was the pulse within the caves as a something that was potentially had lived through the blight, but didn't.
I would like to ask around to those who survived about any caves nearby.
Any caves.
Mhm.
Give me an investigation. General.
And I will write potion healing, best on this vial and put it into Goldblue's pouch.
Excellent.
6.
6. Yeah. All the people are kind of confused. They're like, no, none of us have ever gone out hunting out past the walls. Like, we don't really know. And some of the people you talk to are like, I got here maybe a week ago, and I mostly just drank in the inn. Gambled a lot. I don't know the area at all. It seems like most of the people that you talk to, though, with that investigation, most of the people you're talking to, you get a vibe that they came from outside of the walls. Doesn't seem like any of the natives here, other than Chadicus and Deland, doesn't seem like any of the other natives survived.
So, I don't think this is information I relay to everybody else, but you're smart. All of you are way better at this than I could be. If you see any caves nearby, if you end up exploring at all,
Why are we looking for caves?
in the vision that I had from the hag, there were impulses coming from them.
Caves?
You would have,
Caves to the south?
yeah, way south, though.
Way south.
Like,
We
yeah,
can go
like
to the cave.
party soon.
That's true.
Yeah, and you would know that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I had my vision too.
That's why it seemed like she wanted to send us, but if she was working, doing blood magic for this tentacle creature thing that is having its lair in the caves, it would be beneficial for her to send us down there to what she would assume would be our death. I feel like some of the magic, viewing her vision and taking it 100% as what it is, would be like walking up to our hut, taking it for 100% of what it is. You watched me walk out of the water covered in blood.
Can't the sanatorium be qualified as the same?
Well, the sanitarium will be our base of operations in this city, which will be ours. The keep will be our home. The sanitation will be our operations. We will rebuild this place after we clear it out, tell the Lord what happened to his daughter, and take over his homestead.
But in terms of potentially walking into her death, no one's come out. So
We have come out. The only person who I know who's actually
You
gone
all
in
are-
is us.
Yeah, you all are literally the
All
only
went in
people
and came out.
to have ever walked in and walked out of this place.
He
Other
said
than
that.
the Lord who had his visitation with his daughter.
The lady left.
Rain,
And the ladies.
what all did you see in your vision? Because if you had something as similar with impulses from caves,
It was vision of mind flayers in caves, but they were down by Parsoon or whatever.
Party soon?
Parsoon.
but
It's down
if
here.
the source of the blight is there,
Yes, that might be the source of blight, but we've discovered that this was the only place that was even close to the cure for blight. I think we ought to get the cure and get ourselves fixed and then go fix the problem before we go attempt to kill the problem and die to the blight.
I agree.
I guess you are right.
You have already lost one member.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, pal. Go check on the horses, make sure that they're good, and come back to us.
Right. Yeah. Horses.
We may need to ride to the south once we've liberated your brother.
Yes. And he kind of slowly walks his way out. And you kind of see him stand in the doorway for a second. You just have this perfect silhouette of just the golden red robes kind of draped over him, and he kind of looks both directions and heads off towards where the stables was.
Probably made me feel bad for being a terrible person. Lopal is dead. He succumbed to the blight. his body was immolating. I'll pull out his book. I don't know if this book is why High Pal is still alive, or if the magics that are infused with him are great or not. Put the book back away. But for now, Low Pal is dead. I scattered his ashes over the sanitarium. I don't want to scatter all of your ashes, but one day I will if we don't find a cure.
And with that, we will go ahead and call it on
that's
this session
heavy.
of Weave-Blight.
Wow. That was heavy.
Chipper Cheery, that was an intense session there. Lots of different answers going on. You got to see a taste of what is in the sanitarium.
Yeah, that's
I
gonna be
didn't like
Going in
that.
if we just keep pushing in and pushing in, doing a little bit, pulling out, pushing, pull out, just get her yelling in and out till we get the job done.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, where now you have a dungeon.
Ah.
So,
Even just
speaking
the small
of that,
portion I saw.
would I, given my background, even just a little bit that we put in, would I have,
What he spoke to you about?
along with that, like just with my background, along with what he talked about, would that,
Just base knowledge. When he starts talking to you, you start realizing and remembering that, and you would know this too, just based off your background, that your knowledge of why most places that have civilization survive the blight is because these advisors that came from the south claimed to have survived and found the cure to blight. And they went to all of the major cities and they built sanitariums, and it was said that they were rehabilitation facilities for those infected by the blight. It was a lengthy process.
It was all.
Oh.
Some people were meant to be saved, others weren't. Like some were able to survive, many didn't. But the more that you think about it, the more you realize, like, no, you've never seen any of them come out of the sanitarium. Your people most likely had one, and when your place was attacked, it was mostly demolished as well. But you would have the understanding that every major civilization, at least on this continent, has these facilities to try and care for people who are infected. You would also know that they go to these major places and they advise them on laws, on how to run their lands, and how to handle the blight.
is it more to, would I know what race specifically is doing this, or is it a mix of everything, or?
These advisors have been humans. They've been like half-elven. Most of them have been seemingly human.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for curiosity's sake, give me an intelligence check. Just add your intelligence modifier to your d20.
16?
You would distinctly know that every advisor that you ever met, whether it was an elf, half-elf, human, they all had red eyes, red irises.
Paradisum. They had down in Paradisum too.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, terrible people. And we escaped the oppression of Xylo.
They're amazing people. They live in paradise. They're offering help.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. Just like the hag's hut was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, warm, lush living life all around it.
It reminds me of that game.
What
called
are the
Happy
buildings
Few,
for?
if you've ever played that.
Yeah.
So
These ones are damaged, but they're still. I still have the bones of them, right?
Correct. Yep.
This one's mostly fine.
Yep. Mostly
This
fine.
one's mostly fine.
Mostly fine. Yep.
And
And
this one.
here,
Just
how
tell me
about
if
this?
they're like terribly burnt down.
How about this? We'll just go through the list there.
Mostly burnt or not?
That one's burnt. That one is fine. That one is fine. That one is fine. That one is burnt. 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 Damn. That one is burnt.
I actually want.
All of
the
those outer
exteriors are
ones
fine. We
gone.
can get them out of the way. This one.
That one is burnt. That one is fine.
Good. This one I want to be fine too.
That one is fine. This one is burnt. This one is fine. That one is fine. This one is burnt. And that one is burnt. Last one is burnt.
And then the guard towers, the structure is burnt, but the framing is fine.
Yes.
Cool. So we are going to start building us a base of operations.
Fuck yeah.
So this is our city now. If you can't take care of your things, you lose your shit. This bastard. Merchant lord. There's no merchants here. All the merchants.
No more merchants to lord over.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was
Yeah.
calling that shit out.
Fuck yeah, dude. If it talks, acts like a coward, it probably is.
Like that, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna let you guys have my keep." I'm like, "I don't think you realize that. I had already made
You're
that
like,
decision."
no, that's already
You're
happening.
letting us do a damn thing.
No, and that's the funny thing is like Rieg and especially like Xylea, and I mean the rest of you can fill in those gaps easily, but you can tell that like just based off of an insight check that he already knows what's coming. He already knows what's happening. He's trying to at least pretend that he has some sense of, you know, control over his situation and that he's accepting or coming to terms with it by, I'll just allow you this if you're able to do this, you know.
This guy's an ass.
But you know that
Yeah.
he's full of shit and you're running the show type thing. So.
Hey, I saw you making your character on that Hero Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Was it kind of good? Or you
Yeah.
don't?
Yeah. So far,
No, I'm not gonna lie.
I had it, and then since I forgot to log in,
Oh, I guess I should
it
stop the
got
stream.
deleted a while
A little
ago.
bit of wind down never hurt anybody.
So-
Thank you for tuning into Weave-Blight. Please tune in tomorrow for Ocean
Sounds like
Bound.
we're doing kind of
More fun on Drakengard Isle. We've been getting some shit done. We captured 2 members of the Black Betty and are attempting to cure them. And yeah, we're getting shit done, even though the laws don't let us do violent things. It's fantastic.
I like that.
So tune in tomorrow for Ocean Bound, and we'll catch you next week for Weave-Blight on Tuesday. Be there, be square.
Bye.